Copyrighted by Hometown 24 for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or retransmission of this game without the express written consent of Hometown 24 is prohibited.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
This telecast is copyrighted by Hometown 24 for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or retransmission of this game without the express written consent of Hometown 24 is prohibited.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Knott County Central High School, where tonight it is the Bank of Hyman Game of the Week. The Patriots of Knott County Central will play host to the Eagles of Leslie County. I'm Harold Mullins along with David Adams as we, after 1 week of being knocked out because of the virus, we are back, and the football game, at least if we get started in the next 13 minutes, we're going to play.
Yeah, absolutely, Harold. And it's good to be here on this Friday night, a cool Friday night in Hyman, Kentucky, but it's great football weather, of course. Leslie County, a team, Harold, several return players from last year, and they played some good football this season, and they've got to play 4 football games, and that's a big plus for them. Knott Central, on the other hand, Harold, they've only been on the field once because of COVID-19, and hopefully they can get lined out and play some few games. Had a big win against Betsy Lane, and looking forward to seeing this game tonight. Perfect temperature in Hyman for football.
Yes, it is. Trent Asher, Brandon Stubblefield, and Zach Parker are players to watch, the impact players of the game for Leslie County. Parker, the quarterback, Stubblefield, a running back, and Asher, a wide receiver. For Knott County Central, their impact players, Will Weinberg, number 12. Kyle Hoffus coming off, without question, as good of a defensive game as we've seen a Knott County player play in a long time, the one outing, and Ethan Combs as well. But one thing you got to remember, David, as we look at this football game and look at how Knott County Central is hoping to rebound after being away from the field for 4 weeks. The Patriots are 1-0. They last played the 16th day of September, and they beat Betsy Lane at that time. Leslie County, on the other hand, a team that has played 4 games. They are 1-3. They are coached by Eddie Melton. They lost to Clay County, lost to Corbin, and lost to Middlesboro last week 13-7 before beating Morgan County to go 1-0 in the district, or 1-1 in the district. how much of an advantage is it? You're an old coach, and even though the sports differ, football and basketball, put yourself in Brock Hall's position. He's had to, for the last 4 weeks, practice at his, when he could.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Harold, are we still on sound?
Hey, I got news. We can hear somebody. We got to hear somebody in the background.
Thacker Grigsby is constantly working to bring the latest technologies home. Home, where we live and work in this community, a place we want to see grow and prosper. Thacker Grigsby is committed to a Fiber to the Home project, which will bring every home and business in our service area fiber within a 5-year period. We're halfway there, but we won't stop until we reach our goal. And that's a big deal. We're committed to serving you and our community.
For 100 years, we have educated some of the brightest and best leaders of our region. At Alice Lloyd College, we stand for
work ethic,
quality,
affordability,
leadership.
Alice Lloyd College.
stay close, go far.
Want to know more about Alice Lloyd College? Call us toll-free or visit us online at alc.edu.
We are back, and David, a little bit of a glitch there. Sometimes when you operate in live TV, these things happen. But going back to what we were talking about before we were knocked off the air, you as a coach, I know basketball and football differ, but if you're Brock Hall and you hadn't played for 4 weeks, you play in a team that's played every game, every week, you hadn't been able to practice, how do you get a team prepared?
Uphill battle when you're in that kind of situation, and it's just very conditioning comes into play. And when you're dealing with football, you're dealing with 11 kids on the field, timing, getting a lot of reps in, and getting your offense and defensive assignments. There's just so much in football, and it's very tough. And this Leslie County team, Harold, played Middlesboro a good football game. And Middlesboro, not a bad football game.
No, we saw them play against Breathitt County in a game we thought they should have won, to be brutally honest. But last week, Leslie County lost to Middlesboro 13-7 in a defensive struggle. And after we watched Middlesboro play against Breathitt County, they had the ability to move the football up and down the field. Yeah. And remains to be seen. Just exactly what Knott County will do. We're going to take a break, and we're going to come back. You're watching the Bank of Hyman Game of the Week live on Hometown 24.
Tired of worrying about the kids using too much data and overages on your bill? Well, the folks at Appalachian Wireless know that during our new normal, data and speed are necessities for communication in our daily lives. That's why they've created the Unlimited Plus plan. With 50 gigabytes of high-speed data. With Unlimited Plus, you get more data on the region's best network, and it starts at $90 a month for the first line. That's $10 a month more than our normal unlimited plan. For double the high-speed data, go into an Appalachian Wireless retail location or AppalachianWireless.com for more information on Unlimited Plus.
MAV TV, Motorsports Network. If it has an engine, it's on MAV TV. Catch all the action from the mudslinging Lucas Oil short course off-road races. The excitement of the Lucas Oil late model dirt series. Thousands of horsepower pulling tons of steel. Watch it all on the only network dedicated to motorsports. MAV TV, Motorsports Network.
You don't need dip to be a great player. You need dedication.
Mountains come to life. rivers and lakes welcome you back. The open road calls. Kentucky is full of outdoor adventures and charming towns right here at home. Stay close, go far. Plan your getaway at KentuckyTourism.com.
Welcome back to Knott County Central High School football field here in Hindman. David and I, of course, are not at the field. We are at the station in downtown Hindman as we do this this game from here, and because of the COVID concerns and trying to keep everybody safe, and most importantly, you and I.
And Harold, tonight also we've been told by the bosses here that the game is on YouTube tonight. So we invite everybody, we've got friends and family of these two teams to maybe call some people up that lives off from, the Eastern Kentucky area and get a tune in and watch the football. And
this year is the first year we have been able to go into Leslie County. And we
Absolutely.
certainly want to say hello to all the viewers in Leslie County.
Absolutely.
Get used to my voice, get used to David's voice, because got a feeling you're going to be seeing a lot of us throughout the winter as basketball season opens up. And we look to get over to Leslie County and to do a game, a first live game from Leslie County. We look for that to be coming up real soon.
And Harold, we sure want to thank Mark Collett, the AD over there, for letting Hometown in, and you always get good sports programs over at Leslie County, and a lot of good sports fans over there, a lot of good people.
I'm really looking forward to going over there and doing it with they have been on to us forever and ever to try to get over there, and we finally succeeded in to begin to lay the groundwork to be able to get into Leslie County, and now we are there, and we hope to get over there, and it's just another county and another school that we hope to cover here on Hometown 24. And we've got
Absolutely. And we want to thank Miss King, Superintendent of Knott County Schools, and Mr. Pollard. Always good to Hometown 24 to help us with athletic events up there as well. And as you mentioned, Leslie County, the Richard M. Nixon Center is always a great place to watch a game, and a lot of good basketball over there as well as football.
Yeah, we're looking forward to getting over there. Tonight's game, Knott County Central and Leslie County, these two teams in the same district in football. Class 2A District 7. Leslie County, record of 1-1 in the district. They have beaten Morgan County and have lost to Middlesboro. Knott County Central, this, oddly enough, their first district game. They have had district games with Breathitt County and Morgan County and Middlesboro. That's with three games that they lost, or they've had to postpone, or however they will choose to do that. It remains to be seen just exactly how this will all shake out as far as the postseason district and postseason play comes about, and we're as interested as anybody else. Knott County's going to kick off to get this thing underway, and Leslie County will receive. Eagles dressed in maroon pants, white jerseys, and maroon numbers with the white helmet. And Knott County Central, white pants, blue jerseys, and white helmets. And it will be...
Looks like the Patriots will be kicking off, Harold, to get this game underway here at Knott County Central.
Welcome aboard, everyone that have missed football the last couple of weeks because of the concerns. We got a lot of games going on in the area. We'll try to get some scores to pass along. David and I will be bringing you the Man Toyota halftime show from here in the studio at halftime, so stay tuned for that. And we'll be able to pass along some of the scores in the area. Hazard playing at Pikeville tonight, one of a big interest, I'm sure. Here's the kick, and it is taken in by Leslie County. That is number 81.
Caldwell,
and he gets it up across the 25 and out to about the 30-yard line. They'll be in, or 26-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from there.
Higgins kicking off for Knott County there. He's a senior. Keyshawn Higgins. I'm anxious to see Leslie County, Harold. Been impressed with Parker. Got to watch him in the warm-up. Pretty good arm on the young man. Throws it pretty well.
Stubblefield will be one of the backs in the backfield along with Parker running out of the shotgun. Flags go down. Looks like Knott County's in the neutral zone right off the bat.
Mr. Eddie Browning, white hat tonight for the officials.
So it will be offsides against the Patriots, 5-yard mark off.
Official trying to go the wrong way there, and they got him
36.
lined out.
From the 26 out across the 30 to the 31. It'll be 1st and 5 for Leslie County. Eagles 1-3 on the season. Big win over Morgan County in the district. Had losses to Middlesboro and to see their record at 1-1. They turn, leave it off, and running with it in good running room up across the 40 and out to the 45-yard line was number 26. That is Trent Asher.
Asher on the carry.
Asher's a senior for this Eagle team. Good speed. Looks like he protects the ball well. Look for him to carry the mail often tonight.
Asher, along with Stubblefield in the backfield with Zach Parker. Leslie County, Knott County's had precious little luck down through the years playing this Eagle team, going all the way back to the Tim Couch days.
Yeah, but they've been strong in tradition
beaten
down
up
there.
on Knott County pretty soundly. Here's the turn and a handoff, and this time, nowhere to go.
Asher on the carry.
Asher again on the counter, and this time the Patriots there to slam the door.
2 carries already for Asher. Football game. Good athlete. He runs well, Harold. Really runs with his head up, and he's a nice looking football player.
Actually, a loss of a yard on the play is 2nd down and 11. And this time Asher again gets to the outside, and he's got all kinds of running room.
Asher on the
and
carry,
out of bounds.
First down, Leslie County, knocked out of bounds by Blake Whitaker.
3 plays, and Asher has been able to get a hold of the football 3 times. He's that senior leadership that the Eagles look for.
Down to the 40-yard line, it'll be 1st down and 10. It looked like Hoffus, number 15, the outside linebacker, got caught inside, and Asher got to his outside and made him an easy block for that right in, and a good return, or a good run for Trent Asher. And they'll turn Stubblefield this time. Very little, down he goes. In there on the tackle for the Patriots was number 58, Clayton Whitaker.
Looks like Leslie County likes to run a lot outside and off tackle. So far, Asher really likes to get outside. He's got that speed.
Well, Asher's got the speed. If he gets to the corner and Hoffus
trouble.
don't turn him back inside where Hip is there, it's going to be a long night for the Patriots trying to defend that outside run. 2nd down and 9 yards to go. Stubblefield with a full house backfield behind him. Turn, they'll pitch it back, and 1 missed tackle, 2 missed tackles, flags come down, and Asher all the way down to the 25. We got a hold back in the backfield, but boy, I didn't get the number of the Patriot that missed the tackle.
That was Hoffus.
Was that the Hoffus? He got great penetration, but you got to wrap and finish when you get there, David.
I thought he come too high, and this may be part of, a long time between games and stuff, that involves working her and training and practicing.
Holding against Leslie County takes it all the way back outside the 45 to the 47, where it's going to bring up 2nd down and 17. And the Patriots in good position here to come up with a defensive stand. Don't forget, at halftime, David and I will be along for the men's halftime show from the studio here in Heinemann. Join us for that. Looked like maybe there was a little bit of a fast start over there by number 6. That was Dalton Baker over there, the wide receiver, and he he was a jump or two early.
He was
wasn't he?
just anxious, Harold. He was just anxious.
So mark 5 more off against the Eagles, and it's back across midfield to the 48. And it's going to be second down and very long yardage.
Say hello to Coach Sizemore down in Leslie County tonight, Harold, the girls' coach. Fine feller, Coach Sizemore.
Sparks, you mean
I
Larry
mean Sparks, yes.
I went to say. Larry's going to be
I've
mad
got
at you,
him mixed
pal.
up with somebody else here I was thinking about. But
Hey,
Coach Sparks,
Larry is going to be mad at you.
He will. He'll bring that up to me when he sees me.
Here's a counter play and short gain down across midfield. And moving in to make the tackle for the Patriots was Parker Hammond.
You know him and Coach Honeycutt, Coach Sparks. They have some good ball games.
Yes,
when
they do.
meet.
We've had, I tell you, we've watched Leslie County girls basketball down through the years. When Coach Collett was there, he started, going all the way back to to Wendell Wilson before Coach College. You know, they've been some good coaches at Leslie County.
Yeah, absolutely.
Back to pass.
Years
got
after
all
sure.
day. Fires it long. Got a man out there overthrown. Boy.
I thought it was a nice ball, you know. It
Boy,
was there.
where was the defense there? Fourth down, and looks like Leslie County's going to have to punt this football away.
Parker, I was noticing in warm-ups, he's got a real nice release. A very catchable ball. He can put it out there.
He overthrew his man there, and it's going to bring up fourth down. Patriots will get the football for the first time in 4 weeks.
Yes, you are right. I can't argue with that. You
4
are right.
weeks from today. 4 weeks ago today, the Patriots under first-year head coach Brock Hall won their first game. They hadn't played since. Here's the snap and the punt. Short, straight up in the air and going to go out of bounds, and that's going to be a very, very short punt. And the Patriots really going to come out of this with great field position.
You've got that cold weather tonight, Harold. Tonight is the coldest so far for any football game we've had so far. Those hands and legs tighten up a little bit if you don't stay loose, Well,
I can assure you it will get cold.
It will definitely be cold tonight. No question about it.
Football will be placed down at the 35-yard line, a punt of 13 yards. And that will not get it done. The Patriots come on offense for the first time. Led by sophomore Kaiser Sloan. And finally, Knott County calls a timeout. Coach Brock Hall didn't have his personnel right.
No, there was only 10 on the field.
This is the thing that you run into when you hadn't played in 4 weeks.
Absolutely.
You can't be with your team. This is where it shows up. The
little things.
That's
you
exactly
are right. And those little things will get you in trouble.
It cost the Patriots a timeout before they can run one play. Coach Brock Hall, 1-0 his record. Boy, he'd love to get a win here tonight and to get a win in the district. That is something that they have to get at least one if they're going to hope to move on to postseason play.
Yes, absolutely. You've got to have a win, or
Right now, you got Breathitt County sitting at 1-0 in the district. Middlesboro 1-1. Leslie County is 1-1. Knott County 0, and Morgan County has
like
lost.
You mentioned, this is their
Leslie
first
and
game.
Morgan and Knott have not won a game in the district. There's a handoff, second back through, and that's Peyton Sloan, and he gets it forward for a couple of yards and not much more.
Leslie County, good size and strength up front in that defensive front there. And I look for the Patriots to, still run some off guard and tackle, but I look for them to try to turn the corner some misdirection, Harold, because they've got good size, the Eagles do, in their front defensive line there.
Second down, and let's call it 8 as the football up around, maybe 7, up around the 38-yard line. The Patriots need to make the 45. Kaiser Sloan hurt and out most of last year, his freshman year. Here's a pass. Long got his man out there and out of bounds down at the 28-yard line. That was number 5.
Landon Smith with a great catch. And
boy, I tell you, Kaiser dropped that one right in the bucket, didn't he?
He did. Timed it right. Eagle defender stopped and made that possible. You got to keep going and got to know where the ball's at in there.
Football down at the 29 as the Patriots on their first possession, edge toward the red zone. Boy, what a nice pass. Caught everybody by surprise. Smith goes wide out to the right. Slot to the right is Whitaker. One man in the backfield with Kaiser, and they hand it off, and what have we got, a flag, and looks like it's going to be illegal procedure against the Patriots. We'll bring it back to the 33-yard line. It'll be second down, or first down. First and 15. Back to pass. And Kaiser throwing it long, and we got flags all over the place. As down there was Hoffus trying to drag that one in, but he was interfered with, and it's going to be 15 yards.
Seemed like the Patriots are putting a lot of pressure on the Eagles, throwing the ball downfield and turning their receivers loose. So Leslie County will have to adjust the defense. You know, watching the game last week, Harold, Mississippi State and Kentucky, I thought Kentucky adjusted their defense, the three-man front, very well on the pass of Mississippi State.
You play against my Coach Leach and his philosophy and his pass happy offense. You know, he drops the 8 into coverage.
Yeah.
If you are able to get a little bit of pressure from those 3 down linemen, that is really an effective defense. And if you recall, it was Pascal, number 4, over the for the Wildcats that got some pressure early, intercepted a pass, and it was because of him I thought that was able to work.
Look out for Smith. He's the wide out to the far right, and he's got some
first down, and we got a flag down. This is a good play, but it's coming back.
Yep.
It's coming back. Illegal procedure against the Patriots. Somebody left early, and that was a very, very good, well-designed play. Blake Wicker had a first down.
And there we go back talking about the little things again, the timing. And Coach, looks like referee Eddie Browning.
2 guys in motion, illegal shift, and that'll bring that play back and put the football back at the 25-yard line and make it first down and 15. Patriots need to make the 10-yard line for a first down.
7:43 to go here in the first period at Hyman. Leslie County and Knott County. Little football on a Friday night.
Little Friday night football. You're right.
Absolutely.
Brock Hall across the way gets the play to Kaiser Sloan. He'll relay it to his teammates. And first and 15, big play here. 2 wideouts to the right. Nelson Hoffus, widest to the left. Sloan has been successful when he has gone upstairs. He'll try it again. Firing for the left corner of the end zone, and he dropped it. Landon Smith dropped it in the end zone. He had both hands on it, David.
You just can't throw it any better than that. It was right there. So Landon Go back, pat your quarterback on the back and say, my bad.
Go back and hope he don't hit you in the huddle or something, Because that was 6. There's no doubt about that. 2nd down and 15 from the 25.
Landon's got a little height advantage over here on this wide out.
And Kaiser threw it perfect right over the defensive back's head, and it dropped right into Sloan's hand, and he dropped it in the end zone. 2nd down. He has been the Patriots' #1 receiver throughout the year. In motion goes Whitaker. Across the formation, bad snap. Kaiser picks it up, looks for running room. 20 and 21-yard line he's dragged down. Going to bring up 3rd down and 11. Lucky to get it, the ball back and get it down where he could have at least a shot at making it.
Good pressure by the Eagles that time. Number 76, Johnson. A lot of heat there coming, Jerry did. And
tell you what, number 76, Jerry Johnson, is a big old young.
He's a good-sized young man.
Standing there on that nose.
Good-sized young man.
Michael Gedberry in there as well. 3rd down and 11 to go, but football at the 21. They need to make the 10. Whitaker again in motion across the formation and back to pass Sloan. Fires it out there, overthrew his man. This time it was intended.
Yeah,
it was intended for Dameron out there, wasn't it?
It was a good route run by the Patriots, but throw just a little too high.
Well, as a part of the field, as you can see on the screen, that it is when you get into mid to late October and into November, and you got grass fields, they get wet and they stay wet, David. You know that?
Yeah, they do.
You can see the patches of muddy spots in the field. 4th down, the Patriots, I'm sure, will go for it.
Oh, absolutely, and look for Leslie to bring the heat, maybe shoot a few linebackers, middle linebacker. Liable to come up the gap this time. The outside linebacker looks like he's getting set as well. There's pressure coming on the quarterback here.
3rd down. And Kaiser, and again, what do we got? I believe that motion man is turning up field. Yes, he's turning up field before the ball is snapped, and you just can't do that. And it's now back outside the 25 to the 26. And Knott County has shot themselves in the foot. They should be up on top 7-0. They dropped the touchdown pass.
Yeah.
And, good teams.
You got to take advantage of Leslie. You got to score when you can against them. They're a good football team, a good offensive football team.
Here's a pass intended in the corner, and this time Hoffus got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Kyle Hoffus went up and brought it in, and what may not come across to you as you watch this game is just how big Knott County's wide receivers are. Smith and Hoffus both stand about 6'4".
Yes, they
maybe taller.
And
Leslie County's defensive backs are not big enough to go up and get that ball away from them.
Not only that, they have good leaping ability as well. So Leslie will have to make some adjustments out there.
The Patriots wide receivers, Smith and Hoffus, are big dudes.
They're the targets so far in this game.
They really
because of the matchups.
Patriots will go for 2 as they lead 6-0 midway through the first. In motion, and they'll turn and hand it off, and running with it and getting the extra point was Will Weinberg. First time Will touched the ball.
It is. Will normally gets the ball quite a bit in the football game, Harold, and it's early, though. I think he'll get some carries.
Well, they've thrown the ball more than they have thrown at any time I've seen them.
I think if the Eagles are saying, "Hey, look, these guys are going to put the ball up on us. We've got to change things around here in matchups."
Well, they're going to have to get a little more pressure than they have been on Kaiser Sloan. Now, Kaiser Sloan can throw the football. Make no mistake about that.
Yeah.
Young sophomore can throw the football, and he's got two big old wide receivers out there, and all he has to do is get it up there, and they'll go up and get it. And the one pass that was dropped really was a better thrown ball than the one that was completed. And the Patriots will kick off to begin to.
Trent Asher will be back, try to receive the ball for Leslie County. Higgins will kick off for Knott Central. He's got a pretty good leg, and I've been impressed with Asher's run, Harold. They had some penalties that messed their drive up there in the first possession.
Keyshawn Higgins' kick is high, coming up and taking it 25 and right up the middle of the field. And Higgins, the kicker, is the man that moves in to make the tackle. Higgins kicked and then went down and made the tackle, but good field position
as Barker,
for the Eagles.
Barker, a nice job returning the football for the Eagles all the way up to 47, and that's great field position to get started. Say hello to Judy and James Catron down in Big Branch there. Harold watching the game, and Dana Coots in Leslie County. Let's say hello to him. He's your buddy.
Is that what you do all week? You go and these people talk to you, you write their names down.
I have to say hello, buddy. I have to say hello.
Nobody ever asked me to say hello to them.
Oh, they say, give me a holler, Dave, and listen. We're here to support those fans.
There's a handoff. Asher to the outside running room. He gets by Hoffus, runs over the Patriot defensive back. That was number 20. And first down, and we got a flag.
Yeah.
Holding against the Eagles, so another big gain wiped out.
There's Asher, a good running speed and a nice run like you mentioned, Harold. And, Coach not happy with that because he knows Asher can do a lot of things on his own. Once he crosses the scrimmage line, he's gone. Patriots defense will slide on back up the field to the 40-yard line, where it would be first and a long way, about 17. First and 17, ball on the 40 for Leslie County. Ball's handed off, and here he goes.
There goes
Baker.
And Baker gets it across midfield. Picked up a lot of that real estate that was lost on the hold. And do we have another flag?
A Hyman Pro-Mart flag.
Face mask against the Patriots, going to add 15 onto this one.
Our good friends down at Hyman Pro-Mart. Want to say hello there. If you need anything for the house, home, be sure you go down and visit Hyman Pro-Mart.
Leslie County football, first and 10 from the 32-yard line.
Bank of Hyman, game of the week.
And a good one brewing in Hyman.
Absolutely.
Football all the way down inside the 35 at about the 31. And they'll turn and hand it off. Running up the middle. Nice run. Getting to the outside. And that is touchdown. Stubblefield.
The senior runs it down on a cross misdirection, and he gets loose, Harold. Nice
Boy, a little counter play, and Stubblefield put it to the house, and it is 8-6. So that didn't take long, did it?
Now, you look at Leslie with a good line there, the offensive line, good strength, and then you get it to the backs that, I'm very impressed with them. So for Stubblefield, Asher. Both of them good speed, good strength.
They'll go for 2. Trying to tie up the game. Parker will have Stubblefield in the backfield with him. Send a man in motion, and he'll keep it, come to this side, but he won't get there. Good defensive play there by the Patriots. Number 10, Ethan Combs.
5:56 to go here in the first quarter. 8-6, Knott Central leading. And, Harold, we get to take a break. It's the Bank of Hyman Game of the Week.
We'll be back.
Wearing a mask cuts your risk of COVID by up to 65%. Your mask shields you, people at high risk, and essential workers and businesses.
I wear my mask to protect my patients.
I'm a teacher. I wear my mask for my students.
I wear my mask to keep my customers safe.
It's simple, it's the right thing to do, and it works.
I may look healthy, but I'm battling brain cancer. I wear my mask for you. Please wear your mask for me.
We know a lot about these parts. We know to get what you need to climb the gorge, you go to Miguel's, and afterwards you come back for a slice of their famous pizza. We know a great place for a relaxing weekend at the lake is in Paintsville. We know if you have a sweet tooth, you can't pass up a cone at Freezer Fresh Dairy in West Liberty. And we know if it's Friday night in the mountains, we'll be at the football field cheering on the home team. We know because we proudly serve these areas with the power to connect us all. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
We're back, and David, while you were doing your shout-outs a while ago, I got one. I got to shout out to somebody,
Who
too.
you got?
I got my friend that used to sit where you're sitting right now for 30 years with me, Drum Thornsbury. He's in Gatlinburg watching the game tonight
Drum
on
is
YouTube.
in Gatlinburg.
Watching the game on YouTube.
And you can bet he had a nice dinner this evening.
Oh, his lovely wife, Charlotte, I'm sure, that made Drum take her out to the nicest restaurant.
Oh, you can
Probably
imagine.
had a big glass of Kool-Aid to go along with it.
You can imagine. You can imagine.
I would say so.
And also Neil and Danny Sorrells tuning in tonight. Harold Mullins.
There's a kick along the ground, and it's fallen on by Ethan Combs at the 30-yard line. So the Patriots take over, and so far we hope they're enjoying it. It's a good football game, 8-6 in favor of the Patriots. We remind you once again.
Looks like the ball's going to be on the
our Man Toyota halftime show.
Absolutely.
David and I will be on at halftime to give you some scores from around the area and some other things.
And Harold, I want to remind everybody, since Wes
and Winston, I'm going to fire them. Where are they at?
No, don't. Everybody says it's nice and peaceful that they're not here. All right, let's get on.
We've had these guys are chasing the virus, evidently. First down, Kaiser Sloan hands it off, and very short yardage, maybe a pickup of a yard on the play there. And that was Whitaker. Patriots scored on a 28-yard touchdown pass from Kaiser Sloan to Hoffus. And the extra point run in by Weinberg.
Johnson in on the tackle for the Eagles there.
Leslie County counters with a 32-yard touchdown run from Stubblefield. Extra point was no good. It stands at 8-6.
Begley and Johnson in on that tackle, Harold, for Leslie County. Two of
Second
the
down.
linemen. Look for the ball back in there. They had a lot of success, and until Leslie closes that down, I've got a feeling Knott's going to, put the ball up.
Hoffus will go wide out to the left. Kaiser Sloan has Weinberg in the backfield along with him. And now we got a Leslie Eagle jumping into the neutral zone. That'll cost them 5 yards the easy way, and that'll bring up second down and 4. Boy, that causes coaches to pull their hair out, didn't it?
Especially you linemen, they're up there on the football. They look supposed to be with a eye near the football, and I don't know.
Hey, we got to send a shout out to Roberta. She's watching in E-Town. E-Town, KY, former Patriot cheerleader.
Well, glad to have you along tonight.
She did as she ever did.
Well, Harold, we're glad to have her.
Yeah, and I've made a friend for life, haven't I?
Absolutely.
That was a
Absolutely.
sweep to the left, and very little yardage there. It's going to bring up third down. Still early in the first quarter, 4:32 remaining. Clock running. Third down and 4. Patriots need to make the 39-yard line for a first down.
SEC football tomorrow. I wonder if Coach Saban's going to be at the game, Harold. He's
no. Well, last I heard, no. I don't know.
They've got a tough matchup. Georgia is the real deal this year.
I promise you, the real deal. Timeout on the field. As we have a timeout, we'll take a break. We'll be back. You're watching the Bank of Heinemann Game of the Week live here on Hometown 24 and on YouTube as well. We'll be back.
At TVS Cable, we are committed to providing you with the best broadband available, whether that be through expansion of our fiber-to-the-home facilities, new builds into previously unserved areas, or by launching DOCSIS 3.1, the latest technology in cable broadband. TVS Cable has always changed with the demands of Eastern Kentucky, and we will continue to make investments in our area because we care about Eastern Kentucky. It's our home, too.
Welcome back as we are 4 minutes and 1 second remaining in the first quarter. Knott County 8, Leslie County 6. As we have Class 2A District 7 football action for you here, our game of the week. Bank of Heinemann game of the week. Well, let's have this Leslie County team, I think, again next week. I think we have them along with
Absolutely, we do, Harold. And
Kaiser Sloan up the middle, and he got about 3, but I believe he needed 4, David. He may be a little short.
You know, Harold, I was thinking at halftime, good as Cook as Kay is, BB's wife, she would be glad to run us up fried chicken, whatever we need.
Oh, I'm sure she would if
She
we asked
would,
her to, but we don't want
But
that.
you know, BB's down there on that chair with that bologna sandwich so thick, and he is reared back watching football.
We're going to wait and have a measurement coming up here, but I believe it's going to be short by maybe half a yard, so the Patriots are going to go for it, or if they're going to go for it, they're going to have to make a yard.
And I want to say hello to Larry King. I had surgery and come out all right, Harold, our buddy.
You know, they, I believe, did you tell me they were down in Tennessee this
I
week?
think so. I think maybe Kim and Larry, they go down there every so often and
Yeah, I was
visit
down there. I
Tennessee.
was down there just 2 weeks ago. Played
Yeah.
that golf course down there, Greens
Yeah.
at Deerfield.
Now,
I know
Larry's,
I believe Baby's got Baby. I believe
Larry's
his condo's
had
on
surgery.
the 15th green.
Yeah, Larry's had surgery, so I don't know if they got away or not, but he come out of his surgery all right, so he's doing fine. He's one tough guy.
I guarantee it. 4th down and a half a yard. Kaiser Sloan will keep it and will dive across the 40, and a first down for the Patriots. Needed a yard, got a yard, and the Patriots will have a first down, and the drive will remain alive. 3:27 to go in the first quarter.
I want to welcome everybody from Leslie County tuning in tonight. It's good to have them along. Good sports fans. Mark Collett did an excellent job down there with all the teams.
Down through the years, we went to Leslie County many, many times, radio and TV, doing games, and always treated us very well down there. They sure do.
Leslie County, 43 defense, going to shoot the outside corner up, and
Sloan to pass, fires it long, and Smith
Landon
over his head.
Yeah, he turned.
He didn't fight for that ball.
Yeah.
I'm going to fuss at him a little bit here. He's big, he's strong. You got to fight for that.
He got
ball.
outworked that time.
He got
by the
outworked. He
Eagles.
certainly did.
Yeah.
Second down coming up. I mean, it would have been a good catch.
Absolutely.
But you got to fight. You got to fight and help your quarterback out in a situation like that.
Ethan McCoy with a nice defense that time. Well, what was on the menu, Harold, in Gatlinburg?
Drum says glazed salmon with sauteed spinach. Don't sound that good to me, but if it's all right for him.
I bet it took him an hour and a half to eat that. I mean, I know he took his time.
Second down, 10 yards to go. In motion across the formation, the Patriots will send wide out, and here comes the pass. It's hit and incomplete. Somebody may have touched that pass, or maybe it hit his arm. Flag is down, and what have we got? If that ball was touched, I don't think you can have pass interference.
No, if it was touched, it's...
They're waving it off, and that's a good call. Browning, our referee, waves that one off. It's going to bring up...
It's anybody's ball once
down.
it gets touched there, Harold.
Third down and 10. They need to make midfield. Talking about Leslie County in next week, I think. Let me look at our schedule. Breathitt will be at Leslie next week, so we will have that game. That is our Appalachian or the Bank of Hyman game of the week. Next week will be Breathitt County at Leslie County. So Leslie County in the midst of a good run of district games. Next week will be their 4th district game in a row, and that'll complete their district schedule. Kaiser Sloan rolls, fires, got a man out there, complete and out across the midfield and down to the 40. That is Whitaker, a gain of 20 yards on the play.
Nice pass. It was right there for him to catch, and able to bring it in, protect it.
I tell you what impressed me the most about that was Kaiser rolling out of the pocket, and he absolutely threw a nice touch pass over the defender, hit Blake Whitaker in the – and we got a flag. Is that coming back or what? That's one thing you miss about – that's the one thing you miss about not being at the field, and that is a holding penalty against the Patriots. Wipe out the 20-yard gain and take it all the way back to the 30-yard line.
Miss King says she's watching the game. She's at home.
Oh, okay.
So glad to have her along tonight.
I'll guarantee you one thing. If she's at home, she's watching the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's one superintendent that cares about her kids. I promise you that.
Yeah, absolutely. And, both of these schools, Harold, just does a good job with their athletic teams. I tell you, and first class all the way around. They really do.
Third down and 20. Kaiser Sloan again back to pass. Throws it long. Got a man out there, but it's knocked down this time. And once again, the Patriots wide receivers got to fight a little harder for that football.
When a ball goes up, Leslie County, excellent job, but I agree with you. He's got to go up and make an attempt on the football.
Well, he's got to go up and put his body against that defensive player, much like a rebound on a basketball, and you got to go up and get it. And, of course, inexperience will come into play here. But these two guys we're talking about, this is their first year playing football.
Absolutely.
So, I guess we got to take into account the fact that they are young and they are have not played football before.
Right. Knott Central going to punt it away, Harold, and Asher is back there. Trent Asher, number 26, to receive the punt, and good speed, and Patriots will go on D here. And there we see, again, where practice routine and not being able to have many games comes into effect on these little things, Harold.
Timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. We'll be back. You're watching the Bank of Hyman game of the week.
My friend looks at me and she goes, "You're having a stroke." If you're having a stroke, hopefully someone that's watching you or seeing it unfold knows FAST, which is face, arm, speech, and time to call 911. After the stroke, I just felt like I lost everything. If you don't have purpose, you end up with no reason to fight. I am Angie Aparo. and all I wanted to do was sing again.
8-6, good football game brewing here in Heinemann as the Patriots lead Leslie County. 2:31 to go in the first quarter. A very slow-moving first quarter, been a lot of balls in the air.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Clayton Whitaker will check in to do the punting for the Patriots. Leslie County will get it back and a chance to take the lead here in the first quarter.
Look for Asher. He returns it well, and he likes to use his blocks.
Whitaker, a very poor punt. That ball hit the Leslie County player, but able to fall on it was the Eagles. Flags are down, and we'll just have to wait and see what we got. Personal foul against Leslie County. A blow to the head was the call, and remains to be seen if that will give the Patriots a first down. I believe it will. All the way across the 45 down to the 43-yard line of Leslie County. Hands to the head and face area against Leslie County.
I think Eagles will have.
Now Leslie County will retain the ball.
They'll have the football on the 43, and it'll be 1st and 10.
Here's a pass complete with blockers, number 81 for Leslie County. That is Jacob Caldwell. He's ridden out of bounds down across midfield.
Asher gets credit for that screen, a little block that set him free. And
little receiver screen out there, little bubble screen.
Nice
Worked
job.
pretty good.
Nice job by Asher.
Pickup of 9, second down the yard to go. Leslie County in Patriot territory across the midfield stripe at the 48.
Patriots needing a big defensive play here.
Handoff, and not much there, and a flag comes in. Let's see, didn't really see anything unless they grabbed a face mask, and they did, and that's another 15-yard penalty against the Patriots.
Yeah, you don't want to give them the easy yardage. The penalty's on number 58. That's Whitaker. Whitaker's been playing good football.
Very seldom do you see a face mask call when the run into the middle of the line, where you kind of hit a roadblock and know where to go. And evidently Whitaker got his hands up in the face area. First down, Eagles. Handoff, and Asher gets a couple of yards down to the 30.
Nice defense by the Patriots and a nice run by Asher.
Well,
they had him stopped and he picked up.
That play didn't look to me like the timing was very good on it. As it came across, it looked like Asher had to stop and wait for his quarterback to turn around and hand it to him. And when they did that, the defense able to close in on him. So second down and 8.
Parker's got a good arm. Leslie has not used the arm much, only one time so far tonight. So
handoff again, Asher, and this time he's met in the backfield and taken down by number 30 for the Patriots. And that is Michael Howell.
I'm telling you, that's the correct way to tackle. And Asher, we know what kind of back he is. And strong, runs well.
Third down, 12 yards to go. Big third down play here. Final 23 seconds of the quarter. This will probably, unless it's an incomplete pass, will be the last play of the quarter. Back to pass. They coming after him. Steps up in the pocket, rolls, and and throws and got it. Man, no, he dropped it down at the 10. That was a nice play by the quarterback, Zach Parker. He able to evade the rush and keep the play alive, and we got a flag down. I'm sure that's probably a –
it's on Parker. He went over the line of scrimmage.
So that's probably loss of down as well.
I still like Parker, Harold. I like his speed. He really throws a good ball, and he's kind of like Sloan and Knott County. Both of them place his ball pretty well.
Let's see where they will place the ball down. That is loss of down. It's going to bring up 4th down. Football all the way back at the 40-yard line.
I think if you're Leslie County, he's going to punt, try to pin the Patriots down. And I think that's a good move. But it's also a good area on the field to throw a fake punt as well.
0.5 of a second. That's all that's left.
Absolutely.
So this will be the last play of the quarter. Here's a snap back, and coming out of there with a nice punt. Picked up by the Patriots and running with it up the left side and out to the 25-yard line. That was
end of the first quarter. Knott Central 8, Leslie County 6. It's Bank of Hyman game of the week, and we'll be right back after this.
Can't high five. All right. When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique. And your mother and I am totally a hot person. Right, guys? Thanks for being honest. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org.
Welcome back. Some scores pouring in here. Some of the games in the area. David, have them for you coming up here in just a second, but we'll have a complete rundown at halftime when you join us for the Man Toyota of Prestonsburg halftime show here on Hometown 24. What do you got for us, David?
In the first half, Purry leading Clay 2016. Johnson
Good for them.
20, Harlan Nutt 0. Pikeville leading Hazard 21-7, and Belfry first half 14-0 over the Lawrence County Bulldogs.
And it will get worse. What do you think?
If I was Betty.
Third 25-yard line, Patriots will have it. First drive of the second quarter. And the Patriots lead by 2 here in the first half, 8-6.
I'm thinking.
In a game that has been a lot of penalties.
Absolutely. Well, you talked about it earlier in the game. You know, these kids are not in same routines they normally are. Practices have been different. It's been tough for everybody, but they're handling it the best they can. You know, really, they are.
And they got to be commended. They got here, playing well, and it's just been a tough year all the way around.
It has indeed.
In motion, they'll hand it off. Weinberg, no, that is not Weinberg. That was Peyton Sloan, who didn't get much. May have lost a yard, in fact.
Number 88, Boggs for Leslie County. A great tackle there. Wrapped. All fundamental work there. Nice job by Boggs.
Weinberg checks into the lineup for the Patriots. He'll bring a play from Coach Brock Hall. Weinberg has only touched the ball one time, and that was on the try for extra point, and it was successful. But you wonder if he may be dinged a little bit. He's in the backfield now, along with Kaiser Sloan.
53 defense setting up by the Eagles.
Sloan will keep it up the gut himself, running hard. First down, Patriots. Kaiser Sloan, little read option over tackle, and it's good for a first down.
Nice ball fake right off the tackle and on his way.
You got to be impressed with Kaiser Sloan. He just keeps getting better and better and better. And this is a youngster that lost his entire first season because of injuries.
Well, yeah.
And came back midway through basketball season, played a little basketball under B.B. King his first year at Knott County. Now as a sophomore, this young man stays healthy. He's got a very bright future. And they'll go out of the gun one more time. Send Whitaker in motion. They'll hand it to him this time. Whitaker trying to get outside. Not enough quickness there.
Nice play by the Eagles.
Baker, Dylan Baker, number 30, in to make the tackle for Leslie County.
Baker has been in on 4 tackles tonight, Harold, either assist or making the tackle, and looking well. I thought the Patriots,
back to the 32.
Not a bad play call. I thought he had a chance to turn up field earlier there.
Well, he didn't. Boy, you got to have a lot of quickness from that play.
You do.
And you sometimes wonder whether Whitaker is quick enough to get to that corner and get some of the quick defenses that you play.
You have to run east and west there for a while, and you got to have speed.
You got to make that cut, and you got to put that foot in the ground and turn to that field and just not doing it. Here's a direct snap and up the middle and gaining very short yardage. That was Sloan. Third down and about 15 yards to go, and you probably see Kaiser put it up here.
Harold, we got football going on right now, of course, but looking forward to basketball in the region this year. I mean, we got some good girls teams, some good boys teams. I think it's going to be exciting.
Got some very interesting early season matchups in December. Some really good tournaments, and Sloan, they dropped the football, but picking it up, trying to get to the outside, needs a block. And he's going to be out of bounds, close to a first down. But that play was doomed from the start. He really got a heck of a lot more out of it than they should have.
Yeah, Leslie had that one set, but nice move by the Patriots just to get some yardage out.
Going to be 4th and a yard to go, and let's see if the Patriots will go for it here. I believe Leslie County wants a timeout, and they'll get one, and Coach Melton's on his way out to talk to the White Hat.
I think Coach Melton.
I don't know what, unless he thought maybe it was.
He passed. He thought it was maybe a flip pass, whatever, but it was really a fumble, I thought, when they picked it up. So
he thought it may have been a incomplete pass.
Yeah.
I thought it was a fumble all the way.
Yeah.
And whatever it is, it's not going to go well with Coach Melton.
No, Coach Melton's pleading his case right
now. And pleading, but I think it's going to fall on deaf ears. And I believe in this case he's probably not right, because I thought the play was doomed from the start. It was a fumble snap.
But now,
now he thought it was.
He may not be. He might know he's not going to get this. He may be pleading, say, "Hey, maybe the next one might go his way." You
4th
never
down
know.
and a yard. Let's see what the Patriots come up with here. Big defensive play. Sloan keeps it and gets ahead for a first down. Sloan will quarterback sneak for the second time tonight, and will get that first down. And it'll be the Patriots keeping the drive alive.
Sloan on the carry. Good for first down, Patriots.
Perfect weather for a football game. I mean, Harold, you just can't beat this. Is great football.
72 degrees in here and perfect weather.
I was talking about out on the field.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Folks, if you're listening to the football game tonight, I'm trying my best to keep him on target in football, but it's tough.
Josh has paid the heat bill.
And you said Drum had salmon.
Yeah, salmon.
And BB with a bologna. That's all.
There's a handoff. Weinberg, a pretty good gain on first down. Football comes out, but I believe that's going to be blown dead as forward progress was stopped across midfield and about the 48-yard line. That was a pretty significant gain on first down.
Yeah. I look for the Eagles, if the Patriots are going to be successful. You know, the first time they had football, Harold, they put it in the air quite a bit. Now they're concentrating on the run game, and look for the Eagles to maybe shoot the gaps. Middle linebacker may come up a little tighter. Outside linebacker may come up as well. I tell you, look at the size of these lines. Both of them have some good size up there.
Second down, 5 yards to go for the Patriots. In motion, Whitaker, handoff. Weinberg lost his footing, but he was able to regain it and get forward for a couple of yards.
Nice tackle by number 80.
That was Sloan, Peyton Sloan, not Weinberg. Sloan wears 18, Weinberg wears
84.
Number 12. Sometimes it's hard to.
Gave for the Eagles with a nice tackle there. Number 84, a junior from over at Hyden at Leslie County High School. 7 minutes to go, first half.
Third down.
Kentucky, Tennessee tomorrow, 12 noon.
Should be a good one.
And that's false start.
And false start on the Patriots.
I mean, there were several of them off that time. And, again, some timing, little small things.
That 5-yard penalty will bring it back outside midfield. Boy, 3rd and now 8 is a heck of a lot tougher call than 3rd and 3.
Absolutely.
Kaiser Sloan across the way having a word with his head coach.
Coach Hall, his first season as head coach of the Patriots.
It was had him up here at the station a couple of weeks ago, and very enthusiastic young head coach for the Patriots. Sloan hands it off up the middle. Whitaker keeps his footing, still not down, and he gets all the way out to the 45-yard line. Boy, what a great run that was.
Very good run. Just kept digging, and got an Eagle getting up. Number 28 is Begley.
Hunter Begley heads to the sideline, maybe dinged up just a little bit.
Hunter's been in on a lot of tackles tonight, Harold.
And to replace him, Devon Bowling. Fourth down. Patriots need a long 3, short 4. They'll go for it with 5:39 to go in the second quarter. And they jumped off sides again. Parker Hammond, 88, the tight end to the right side, got the early start. And once again, timing just not where it should be. Fourth down now. Coach Hall may elect to punt this thing away. Not so sure that I wouldn't.
I would think so. I mean, the field position is not in his favor right there. So he'll try to kick it away, I'm sure, and try to get the Eagles to start downfield. And I'm sure Asher is back for the Eagles.
Here comes the kick. High, pretty good kick. Hit, and he'll take it at the 18-yard line up the left side, up the right sideline. And across the 40. Good return there by Trent Asher. This is a pretty good kick right there from Whitaker.
Yeah, nice job. Both of these teams are having some penalties, but they're both playing very hard. And
you're talking about a shot in the arm for Coach Hall and his program. If they could somehow win this game and go to 2-0 on the season, more importantly, get a win in the district.
Absolutely, it'd be huge for them. Just like Leslie needs this win as bad as the Patriots do. I mean,
Leslie is already with one win in the district. There's a handoff, and Stubblefield.
Nice run down to the 49.
With a nice spin in the hole to get a few extra yards. Down to the 49.
Looks like it's going to be third down and
second down.
Second down and 3. Maybe closer to 2, Harold.
Short yardage at any rate. Stubblefield was initially met in the hole, but the Patriots didn't wrap him up, and he spun and got away and picked up 7. Here's the handoff again up the middle, and running with it again. This time it is Eicher, and he has a first down all the way down inside the 40.
Eicher's favorite is being over tackle there. He's getting some good blocks and shooting another blocker through, and he's been able to have some room and get some good runs.
Whitaker into the lineup to play over the nose, number 58 for the Patriots.
It wouldn't shock me right here if Parker don't go in the air. First and 10, you're in a good position to do that. Defense, you've been running the football well, and they're going to continue to run it well.
And from behind, tackle made by Tristan Campbell of the Patriots.
Nice job by him. Nice route.
But still picked up substantial yardage on first down.
The Man Toyota halftime coming up. Hope you join us for that. Everybody on the couch watching the game, and I know they'll tune in and get some halftime scores. They've enjoyed this one, Harold. 8-6, a good game in Hyman.
Patriots will get the football to start the second half. And here's a handoff sweeping to the left, and dragged down Kent Dameron over there to make the tackle for the Patriots, number 2.
Kent with a good wrap and nice run by the Eagles.
But a first down.
6 at Baker.
Patriots are not reacting well to that counter play right now.
That play has worked well for Leslie tonight. And
first down. They'll turn and pitch it back, coming up and letting him get to the outside. And once again, if Hoffus took the inside route to try to make the tackle, and he let him get to his outside.
Yeah,
and
he did. He's going to.
You got to get out and turn that play back inside where your defensive help is at. And that time he did not.
Number 26, Trent Asher, runs the football extremely well and protects the ball well. Harold, he's got more speed than I thought he had. He runs it real well.
Second down, 5 yards to go. Handoff, Asher up the gut, and Asher will be met in the hole. And he will go down at around the 10-yard line. And I believe that will be a first down. And it will be first and goal, I believe, or will they mark it outside the 10? No, right on the 10-yard line. So it's first down and goal to go for Leslie County with 2 minutes to go in the first half.
Big offensive series right here for the Eagles coming up, trying to get the lead, and a big series for the defense of Knott County, trying to hold the Eagles out of the end zone.
They'll turn and pitch it back, and Asher with all kinds of room, and he gets to the 5.
Nick Miller with a tackle there.
20 is Nick Miller.
Clock running, minute 18. First half from the Gene T. Watts field. And Knott Central a little too excited there. Jumps the gun, going to be offsides.
That's half the distance to the goal.
Gotta watch
Boy,
the
when you get
football.
down inside the shadow of your own goal post, you don't want to give that yardage up.
You gotta watch the football.
Second down. And goal to go just outside the 2. Turn, hand it off, and no, sir. Austin Combs for the Patriots in there to make the tackle, and it's going to bring up third down, and Leslie County, with 57 seconds to go, will get a timeout. We'll take our last one of the half. We'll be back. You're watching Hometown 24.
If you don't fix them, sparks from dragging tow chains could cause a wildfire, and that could be scary. Smokey. Only you can prevent wildfires.
57 seconds to go, third down and goal to go from the 3-yard line.
Breath at 7 over Greenup County, first half.
Third and goal, Leslie County.
Patriots got to hold them out a couple of more downs, David.
Yes, they do. Look for Leslie County to do what's been working. His number is number 26. Asher is his name.
Parker has it, turns and hands it off to Asher, and he lost another yard. So it's going to bring up fourth down and goal from the 6-yard line. And clock running, 44 seconds. Fourth down, and the Patriots 1 down left. Try to hold them out. Half minute to go. Clock continues to run.
Looks like going for the 3.
Leslie County is they're going to try a field goal. And now a timeout is taken by Leslie County. 8 seconds to go as they were lining up for a field goal. And with the timeout, do you think you'll see them change their mind and go for it, or will they try this field goal?
Coach,
but, if I've got any confidence at all in my kicker, I go ahead and kick this.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Coach Melton didn't do a little misdirection and go on the left, send an extra blocker there. But he's got a lot of confidence in his running back. Asher Harrell's had an exceptional football game so far. But I agree with you. You got the kicker. I probably turn him loose and take the 3. Chance on the 3. And
they will put the football down at the 11-yard line. It will be Stubblefield that will do the kicking. And a hold for Leslie County is Shell. So with 8 seconds to go, Leslie County will attempt a field goal and try to take the lead. Snap back, good one. And it's a fake, and they have got him all the way back at the 15-yard line.
He just didn't handle the snap and got away from him.
And the Patriots will go in at halftime leading 8-6. And, David, I believe it was a fake the whole way.
Well, it's very possible the ball was snapped up. I'm thinking they've got a second or two maybe left. 1.1 on the clock will be added, so we're going to have a...
Patriots will get one play. I'm sure you'll see Kaiser probably take a knee and get this thing over and go in at halftime with the lead over the favored Eagles of Leslie County. But I thought, at first I thought maybe Stubblefield was going to kick it, but it was obvious to me that it was a fake the whole way.
It was up, and he just didn't handle it.
Well, I don't think, I think he was going to fake it anyway. I don't think the snap had anything to do with it. I think it was a call play.
I thought that gave it away, though, when the snap went high like that.
And it certainly made made the Patriots go in here at halftime with the lead. 1.1 second to go. And Sloan will take a knee in the first half. Comes to an end with Knott County Central leading Leslie County 8-6. Don't you dare go away. David and I will be back with the Man Toyota halftime show from here in the studio. We'll be right back.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
Thacker Grigsby is constantly working to bring the latest technologies home. Home, where we live and work in this community. A place we want to see grow and prosper. Thacker Grigsby is committed to a Fiber to the Home project, which will bring every home and business in our service area fiber within a 5-year period. We're halfway there, but we won't stop until we reach our goal. And that's a big deal. We're committed to serving you and our community.
For 100 years, we have educated some of the brightest and best leaders of our region. At Alice Lloyd College, we stand for
work ethic,
quality,
affordability,
leadership.
Alice Lloyd College.
Stay close, go far.
Want to know more about Alice Lloyd College? Call us toll-free or visit us online at alc.edu.
Tired of worrying about the kids using too much data and overages on your bill? Well, the folks at Appalachian Wireless know that during our new normal, data and speed are necessities for communication in our daily lives. That's why they've created the Unlimited Plus plan. With 50 gigabytes of high-speed data. With Unlimited Plus, you get more data on the region's best network, and it starts at $90 a month for the first line. That's $10 a month more than our normal unlimited plan. For double the high-speed data, go into an Appalachian Wireless retail location or AppalachianWireless.com for more information on Unlimited Plus.
Motorsports Network. If it has an engine, it's on MAV TV. Catch all the action from the mudslinging Lucas Oil short course off-road races. The excitement of the Lucas Oil late model dirt series. Thousands of horsepower pulling tons of steel. Watch it all on the only network dedicated to motorsports. MAV TV, Motorsports Network.
You don't need dip to be a great player. You need dedication.
Mountains come to life. Rivers and lakes welcome you back. The open road calls. Kentucky is full of outdoor adventures and charming towns right here at home. Stay close, go far. Plan your getaway at KentuckyTourism.com.
Wearing a mask cuts your risk of COVID by up to 65%. Your mask shields you, people at high risk, and essential workers and businesses.
I wear my mask to protect my patients.
I'm a teacher. I wear my mask for my students.
I wear my mask to keep my customers safe.
It's simple, it's the right thing to do, and it works.
I may look healthy, but I'm battling brain cancer. I wear my mask for you. Please wear your mask for me.
Welcome back to Man Toyota at the Half. I'm Harold Mullins along with David Adams. And David, we've seen a pretty entertaining first half of football. Knott County Central leading at halftime 8-6 in our Bank of Hyman Game of the Week live here on Hometown 24. And Knott County comes in here. They have not touched a football or played an opponent in 4 weeks, David. I think, to be honest, other than a few penalties that have kind of bitten them a little bit, and that's to be expected when you don't play for 4 weeks. Other than that, I thought the Patriots played a pretty interesting first half of football.
Yeah, I did too. Their timing was off on some of the plays. They had some jumps off sides and so forth, false starts, stuff like that. And you'll have that when you don't get a lot of reps and your practice goes into play there. But I've been impressed with the Patriots. I really have, and I've been impressed with Asher running the football for Leslie County. Let's see how the second half goes. See if the conditioning takes place because of the long space that the Patriots has played in. Leslie County has got to play their games, as you know. See how the spacing, so forth.
Well, I tell you, if you're Coach Brock Hall and you bring a team in here, you played one game the entire season, you hadn't played in 4 weeks, you're playing at home against a big district opponent that you really, really need to win. I think he can be really proud of his kids. I think they have stepped up. I think they have played probably better than even he expected.
Well, we've seen the Patriots play 6 quarters of football so far. I've not seen them quit in them. I've seen them play hard, and we know Leslie County's going to play hard. It's in their program. They've got a good program built over there, and they're going to play hard. But been impressed with Brock's kids, how they play.
Let's take a look at how we arrived at our halftime score of 8-6. Knott County on the board first early in the first quarter. 6:47 remained in the first quarter when Kaiser Sloan hit Kurt Hoffus with a 28-yard touchdown pass. The extra point run in by Weinberg was good, and the Patriots were off and running at 8-0. And didn't take long, less than a minute, before Leslie County countered. Stubblefield went 32 yards with a touchdown run. His extra point attempt was no good, and the Patriots at that point, 5 minutes, 56 seconds deep in the first quarter, was leading 8-6, and it has been a defensive struggle since then. Both teams have had their opportunities. Knott County has had the opportunity. They've been no turnovers in this game, but Leslie County really, toward the end of the half, had it down first and goal and couldn't push it in, and that may come back to haunt them.
Absolutely. Harold, let's take a break on our Man Halftime Show, and we'll be right back.
We know a lot about these parts. We know to get what you need to climb the gorge, you go to Miguel's, and afterwards you come back for a slice of their famous pizza. We know a great place for a relaxing weekend at the lake is in Paintsville. We know if you have a sweet tooth, you can't pass up a cone at Freezer Fresh Dairy in West Liberty. And we know if it's Friday night in the mountains, we'll be at the football field cheering on the home team. We know because we proudly serve these areas with the power to connect us all. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
At TVS Cable, we are committed to providing you with the best broadband available, whether that be through expansion of our fiber-to-the-home facilities, new builds into previously unserved areas, or by launching DOCSIS 3.1, the latest technology in cable broadband. TVS Cable has always changed with the demands of Eastern Kentucky, and we will continue to make investments in our area because we care about Eastern Kentucky. It's our home too.
Welcome back to your man Toyota at the Hive here on Hometown 24. Knott County Central leading Leslie County 8-6 here at halftime in our Bank of Hyman game of the week. Although Knott County has not played in 4 weeks, 4 weeks ago tonight they played their one and only game. Leslie County has played 4 games. They're 1-3 on the season. Knott County 1-0 and really needing this win tonight here at home against a district opponent to get a leg up in the race for the district. A lot of teams across the Commonwealth have been playing. We've got some games in the area going on tonight. Some other games canceled. Boy, COVID-19 is certainly reared its ugly head all across the Commonwealth. And boy, these schools, you got to feel sorry for them. They battle just to try to get the kids back into school. The teachers, hats off to the teachers. Lord have mercy. How they're doing it. I wouldn't have any idea.
Really, you don't know if you're going to play that week. Something could happen. It's just been so undecided, and like you said, you have to take your hat off to all the school personnel and the kids and everybody involved because it's been tough.
In the area, some games across Eastern Kentucky tonight. One of a big entrance in Class A football, Pikeville and Hazard. They're going at it over in Pikeville tonight, and Pikeville leading 21-7 in the second quarter. That's probably approaching halftime. Other games in the area, Belfry leading Lawrence County 21-0. Greenup County, this is a game, is on the road at Breathitt County. This is a game that was just picked up. Hey, both teams didn't have a game. Hey, let's play, And so Greenup comes all the way from the tip, over the tip of Ohio, all the way into Jackson to play Breathitt County tonight. Good one going on there. Breathitt leading 7-0 in that one. Clay County and Perry County playing at the Hive. It is Perry County Commodores, Coach Dixon looking for a win, and they lead Clay County 20-16. Johnson Central over Harlan County 20-0. Any of those games that jump out at you that really surprises you in any way?
I think the biggest one out of the ones you mentioned there, I think Perry leading Clay at Clay. That's the surprise. The rest of them, no. Johnson Central, I'm surprised they're not on UK schedule. They're pretty good.
Yeah, they are. Yes, they are. And like you, if it's one game that is kind of jumped out at me, it is that Perry County. And a long way to go. Clay County, pretty good football team. They beat this Leslie County team earlier in the year. And so they're at home in Manchester playing against Perry Central right now. Perry Central leading 2016, but a lot of football left to be played there. Other games of note, if you're a football fan, the first game that pops up, Tennessee and Kentucky. The game going to be played at Knoxville coming up here tomorrow afternoon, and we'll be tuned in, I'm sure, watching that and liking it or disliking it. I look for a very competitive football game.
I think so, but seem like the Vols they just have something on UK. I don't know what it is. I thought the last two...
It's usually called better athletes.
Yeah, the last 2 seasons, to be honest with you, I thought Kentucky had a good opportunity to win those 2 games, but they've not been able to do it. You're going to Neyland Stadium, and I think it'll be all orange when the game's over with. I hope I'm wrong for the blue sake, but they're pretty good down there, and they're running the football well this year.
Tennessee coming off of a game last week where they played Georgia down between the hedges in Athens, and really was leading at halftime. They were ahead at halftime, and the wheels kind of came off and turned the ball over a couple of times in the second half. And, boy, if you do that on the road in the SEC,
you're in trouble.
Just go on home. You're not going to beat people when you turn the football over, and that's what Tennessee did. And Georgia's a good football team besides that. And so,
is Georgia the best football team in the
that
SEC?
Is arguably true. We're going to find out a lot about this SEC schedule tomorrow. You know, you got some really pretty good games being played tomorrow. You got, of course, Tennessee and Kentucky. That's a rival game, and a year in and year out has a lot of interest in it, whether or not either one of those are trying to play for a championship. But Tennessee, Alabama and Georgia will play tomorrow in Tuscaloosa, and that may decide the SEC race.
Very well could be, and Georgia's defense is strong this year. I think they have the best defense in the SEC.
Well, I think so too. And the thing that has jumped out at me from watching Southeastern Conference football these first couple of weeks, 3 weeks, is I don't know, and I think a little bit of it is because the offense is just naturally ahead of the defense right now. But I have never seen so many points scored in the SEC. The defense, nobody, with the possible exception of Georgia, has really displayed an ability to stop people. Alabama has not. Alabama has not scored. They have not. I think you'll see a different Alabama team tomorrow. Georgia going on the road, I've said it and time again, when Saturday afternoon arrives in the South and you're going to play football, if you're going on the road, you better pack your lunch because you're going to be there a while. And I think Alabama will prevail at home, but it won't be easy. Shout out to the Dogs. They got a good football team.
I tell you, I'm impressed with the Dogs' defense. And, Harold, look for some good SEC football tomorrow.
Looking forward to that.
We've got a second half coming up.
So thanks for joining David and I for the Man's Toyota at the Hive. Join us every week on the Bank of Heinemann Game of the Week at halftime for the Man Toyota halftime show. We'll see you back in just a second as we'll start the second half. Leslie County and Knott County, good football game. We'll be right back.
My friend looks at me and she goes, "You're having a stroke." If you're having a stroke, hopefully someone that's watching you or seeing it unfold knows FAST, which is face, arm, speech, and time to call 911. After the stroke, I just felt like I lost everything. If you don't have purpose, you end up with no reason to fight. I am Angie Aparo, and all I wanted to do was sing again.
Roll over. Can't high five. All right. When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique. And your mother and... I am totally a hot person. Right, guys? Thanks for being honest. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org.
If you don't fix them, sparks from dragging tow chains could cause a wildfire, and that could be scary.
Hi, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back to the football field here in Knott County Central. We're at halftime. The Eagles of Leslie County trail Knott County 8-6.
You just saw the last commercial. I'm going to take it. The bear.
Yeah.
It looked like it was in Gatlinburg, and it looked like he had a hold of drum, to be honest with you.
He may very well have.
Oh.
Okay, if you're an Eagle fan, you got to come out here. You got to kick off to the Patriots to start the second half. If you're not county, if you're Leslie County, what are you looking for?
Well,
what do you got to do?
You want to kick it and hold them, Harold, and then you're going to play good solid D and try to make some plays to have them punt it away and try to, get your offense rolling again. Seems like the offense gets rolling, Asher gets running well, and the Patriots step up and play a little D. Let's see how the second half conditioning takes place for the Patriots. And I see if the defense can continue to make these big plays when they have to, especially on third down.
Patriots will drop back to receive the kick as Leslie County will kick off to get this second half underway. Hope you're enjoying the Michael Hyman Game of the Week. Last week, no game. COVID-19 canceled the game at the very last minute.
There's the kickoff and covered by number 30.
That is Whitaker, and he falls on it at the 37-yard line. Patriots will begin the third quarter from right there. Knott County leading 8-6. Had somebody just sent a text saying Perry 7, Clay County nothing. That was a little while back, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Well, quite a long way back, but we're glad to have
We
it
appreciate them
anyway.
and keep them coming.
That's right. I'm sure we'll have more coming our way.
We appreciate the people that keep us informed and lets us know they're watching and they're interested, and we love it. We love it.
Absolutely.
Patriots have it 1st and 10. Kaiser Sloan out of the gun will send a man in motion. That's Miller. Miller cuts up and gets across the 45 and ahead for about 7 or 8 yards.
Miller, Harold protected the ball well there. Had his body bent, good control, using his strength on his legs. And Tim Short tuning in tonight. Glad to have Tim watching the game. He's just a big-time supporter of all high schools around Harold. He just likes to.
And I'm a big-time supporter of his.
I think a lot of people is, but and another supporter that we have to talk about is TBS, helping everybody in the area too, Harold. Good company that just works hard for all the people.
1st and 10, Miller again, and he gets across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Quick pickup of 4 on 1st down. Miller coming out running the football for the Patriots here in the third quarter. Got the preseason rankings coming out in basketball.
Listen, do you really believe those guys, if we talk to them, that B.B. King and Al Holland and Coach Creech down in Wolf County, they're going to say they're weak as water?
They sent us all the rankings and players and all that. We'll go through them here in a little bit.
And Coach Honeycutt and
looking
got
forward
Coach
to
Baker up there.
There's a fumble, and Leslie County has it, and that was not a good mesh between Kaiser Sloan and Nick Miller. And Miller,
I don't know if they had really.
I think it was a little slow developing, and they just didn't. The timing wasn't there, and you talked about that a lot at halftime. Teams that just not getting to practice a lot, and it shows up in the timing. And a first turnover of the game, put a star beside that one.
Coach Honeycutt sending us some information.
Yeah, Coach Honeycutt. He must have his name on here.
I'm going to tell you what. He's on the couch with a big burger. I know
back to pass.
Kelly's
and throwing
good.
Long. Got a man out there, and he has it inside the 20 to the 15-yard line. And that was number 6. Dalton Baker.
We were talking about Parker, Zach Parker, earlier, Harold. We've seen his arm and see how he can put it up, and he's always a threat to go downfield. Nice-looking ball throw, and the Patriots have got to dig in here. Leslie's on the move, and let's see if the defense picks up again for the Patriots.
Boy, big play on first down there, and a
excellent
wide
call.
open, nice throw there from Parker to Baker, and Leslie County knocking on the door at the 15-yard line. Again, they'll turn and hand it off on a counter play, and down goes Trent.
Looks like Whitaker.
Trent Asher and Whitaker, boy, he just come across that line and loss of a yard.
That play has been slow to develop the last couple of times. So.
Well, if you take a look at that big old number 58 there in the middle of your screen.
Pretty good size young man.
Well, he's eat a few hot dogs in his time, don't it look?
Absolutely.
And he's a little bit quicker than he may first appear.
Yeah, he
and
is.
I tell you right now, when he arrives in a nasty mood.
28-7 at the half. Pikeville leading Hazard. Belfry leading Lawrence in the third, 36-0.
There's a bad snap, but Parker gets it back to pass. They're coming after him. Rolling out, and he runs out of bounds.
Prairie Central, on the move still, Harold, against Clay, 26-16 in the third.
Boy, Prairie Central playing well.
They're playing well. That's the surprise game so far.
Third down and about 8 yards to go. Hunter Hammonds was after Zach Parker and got him out of bounds down inside the 15 at the 12, and it's third down.
Johnson Central.
And here's a flag coming down and a false start against Leslie County. And, boy, that will back it up and make it 3rd and 13.
Harlan County still no score for them as Johnson Central still continues with the big lead, 20-0 over there in the third. Big Dave Sandlin is tuned in tonight, Harold. Now in Hazard, always watching a good football game, he says.
Third down and 13 to go.
Is the ball in the air?
Zach Parker and Whitaker's after him. He fires. He got a man wide open out in the flats. It'll go for a touchdown. He paid the price, but he got into the end zone.
Yeah, nice route there.
And that was Dalton Baker again. And Leslie County, with 8:30 to go in the third quarter, has taken the lead over the Patriots. $18-yard touchdown pass from Parker to Baker.
Parker, a good fake there to his fullback going in and then rolls out.
They'll try to kick the extra point. Snap back, pretty good one. Stubbleville's kick hits the uprights, no good. And so with 8:30 remaining third quarter, it is Leslie County 12, Knott County Central 8. We'll take a break.
All workplace offices can be stressful, some more than others. So you can imagine, if this was your office, you'd want people to slow down and move over. Every day, emergency professionals put their lives on the line just by showing up for work. When you see a service vehicle or a car in distress, slow down and move over. In Kentucky, it's the law.
Welcome back. While we have a moment here waiting for the kickoff, we received the rankings and some of the players to watch in the 14th Region Girls and Boys Basketball. This comes in from the Coaches Association. The number one ranked girls team in the 14th region this year, according to the coaches, is really no surprise at this. Knott County Central, they return a boatload of talent.
Yes.
Owsley County in the preseason ranking number 2, Letcher Central 3, Leslie County 4, and Hazard 5.
Owsley and Letcher returns a lot of players. There are 2 real good basketball teams, and I'm sure Coach Honeycutt, he's ranked 1. If you ask him, he says either one of those 2 can take anybody when they're playing their game. So it's going to be interesting.
6 through 10, and there's the kickoff, and once again it is fallen on by the Patriots up at the 38-yard line. 6 through 10 in girls basketball. Prairie Central was 6th, Estill 7th, Powell County 8th, Buckhorn 9, and Wolf County was ranked 10th in the girls. Let's take a look at some of the players. Number 1 ranked player in the region, Haley Caudle of Hazard.
Very nice player.
Lexi Lynch of Owsley County was 2. Carol Mullins of Knott County was 3. Mia Hale of Estill County 4. Kaylee Banks, Letcher Central 5. Courtney Hoskins, Kinsey Hurl, Carly Smith, Brianna Tincher, Presley Fletcher, Chelsea Napier, and Emily Bowling round out the first 12. And notably missing from that is young lady from Knott County, a sophomore. What's her name?
The Patriots.
Back to pass.
I'm trying to think here, Harold.
And firing long. And intercepted.
Nice play.
And back-to-back turnovers, and that is Trent Asher for the Eagles. Back-to-back turnovers, and the Patriots shooting themselves in the foot here down to the 30 or the 29-yard line. Leslie County will take over.
You've got Abby Maggart. Long ball shooter. But, Harold, she's been going inside the paint a lot as of late.
She was noticeably absent in those rankings. Kind of surprised me a little bit. Here's the turn, handoff, sweeping Asher, and all the way out to the 40-yard line, or close to the 40-yard line.
You look at Kaylee Bates up there at Letcher Central, very nice player. And they've got some returning kids, a lot of returning kids that can play. Leslie Lynch of Owsley County, excellent player. We know Mullins at Knott Central, excellent inside player, excellent outside player. Haley Caudle, a nice player as well, does a lot of good things, no question. Patriots here, Harold, 2 turnovers back-to-back in their last 2 possessions. You cannot do that against a team like the Eagles. They'll take advantage of it. So they've got to dig down and
they got to play some defense here.
Absolutely.
First down and 10, and it looked like Whitaker jumped in the neutral zone, and that's 5 yards the easy way. In the 14th Region Coaches Association preseason ranking in boys basketball, Wolf County was ranked number 1, Knott County Central 2. Wolf County 3, Hazard 4, Buckhorn 5, and I think that's a little low for the Wildcats.
I do too. I look for them to do some good things this year. A lot of returning players there. Big guy in the middle can play a little bit as well. He's learning.
Handoff, and not much there this time. Be second down and 5.
Wade
also, Leslie County was 6th, Prairie Central 7th, Letcher Central 8th, Estill County 9, and Cordia was 10.
I got Estill a little better than that, Harold. I know they left the tournament early last year, but they was well organized.
Beaten in the first round by Knott County in overtime.
And but
they did lose a lot of
talent, they did. But
rolling is Parker, complete. And first down across midfield to the 49.
Wolf County, pretty good shooting team, no doubt about it. Knott Central returning a lot of kids. Breathitt, we'll see John Noble's season.
Boy, when's the last time you saw Prairie Central ranked 7th in the preseason?
Yeah, that's a little surprising. Not very often. Coach Hoskins graduates quite a lot of players the last 3 years down there, Harold.
And players, as one would expect, Wade Pelfrey, the number 1 ranked player. We'll get to that in just a second. Handoff, and Stubblefield is dragged down. Wilgus Tolson of Wolfe County was 2. Josh McGuire and Colby Napier come 3 and 4, 2 Patriot players there. Kristen Collins of Buckhorn, and I like that kid a lot.
I like him a lot. He's
Jalen Turner
good
at
athlete.
Breathitt County. Jazz Johnson of Wolfe County, and that may be a little low for him. Trenton Day of Leslie County came in 8th. Sawyer Thompson 9th. Dylan Knight 10th. Colby Bowling 11th. And that Kent Dameron of Knott County was 12th. Here's swinging to the outside. Trent Eischer down to the 30.
You know, you get back to Leslie County. Look for them to make some noise in the girls' basketball, Harold. I think they had a young bunch last year. Only one senior, right, last year, and so look for them to make some noise.
First down for Leslie County as they try to attack on another one after a couple of turnovers here.
I got some Oxy after I hurt my neck. First I took them to feel better. Then I just kept taking them. I didn't know they'd be this addictive. I didn't know how far I'd go to get more.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
Welcome back to the G.T. Watts Field here at Knott County Central. 12-8, Leslie County leading and has the ball on the move. Ball on the 24-yard line. Be second and 4 for the Eagles, Harold. And the running game is picked back up as they've turned, trying to use their strength and stuff they're used to doing, and they do it well as Asher, very good runner for the Eagles. Patriots need a turnover or a big stop. Leslie gets another score, it's going to make it tough.
Yeah, it's going to make it very tough, but the Patriots coming out here getting the kickoff to start the third quarter, and then back-to-back turnovers is really putting Leslie County in good shape here midway through the third quarter.
Yeah, 2 turnovers, and you're in a tight game. You know, that hurts. So you've got to maybe work on defense and try to get a turnover back going your way and see what happens.
Leslie County with it as Parker will go out of the shotgun, now retreats to pass, fires it out there, got his man and gets away from one Patriot. That was Hospice, and down inside the 20.
Hospice has had a time. He's been overrunning the guy, Harold, tonight. Anxious maybe or whatever, but he's it's been tough for him out in the flats tonight on defense.
Down at the 16-yard line, it'll be first down and 10 yards to go for Leslie County as they try to tack on another one here in the third. Coach Brock Hall's team played well, but they've committed 2 turnovers. That ball is going to be blown dead because his knee was on the ground when he got the snap. They're going in for a touchdown, but that one's coming back. And here's a flag in the end zone. This ball should have been blown dead back at the down here when the snap, because the quarterback took a knee to get the snap, and that kills the play immediately. And I don't know if they're going to call that or not, but it was very obvious.
And then you had in the end zone a personal foul. I think they'll redo this play over, I'm sure. Like you said, it was.
The play should have been blown dead.
Yeah.
Okay, it should have been blown dead.
You're right.
and all the way back. It's at they put it down at the 15, at the 19-yard line. Should have been blown dead, and I believe that's the way it's going to be.
Really?
Well, it should be in second down. It should be second down at the 20-yard line.
Asher ran that ball on in, Harold, working hard there, and he had to hit the ground hard. That needs to be stopped and blowed to keep from anybody getting
Parker
injured.
back to pass, fires. It got his man, and out of bounds down at the 6-yard line.
That play's been working for him.
That was Jacob Caldwell, number 81. And Leslie County has suddenly shown an ability to go upstairs.
Yeah, Parker.
Football laid down at the 8.
Parker likes that rollout, Harold. Either side, he's been hitting it tonight. So, anything surprise you on your girls and boys 14th region basketball?
Not really. I think I'm a little bit surprised in that Prairie Central is so far down in the preseason ranking in boys basketball. As Parker, touchdown. Kept it roll to the right and into the end zone. Touchdown, Leslie County. And they tack on another one with 4:43 to go in the third quarter.
We got a Patriot who still down. We'll try to find out who that is and check on him. And 18-8 here at the Gene T. Watts Field at Knott County Central High School. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back on Hometown 24.
Oh, sweetie. Okay, you know what? Let's take off his sweatshirt. Get rid of pictures of him. You don't have to look at him. Goodbye, Dave.
Mom, you don't understand. He's tagged in like 400 of my posts.
I can cut out tags.
No, that's not how it works.
What is a tag?
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care would love to share their first with you.
Whoa.
Whoa.
You've been protecting your kids their whole lives, so don't just hand them the keys to a 2-ton machine with no rules.
See you guys later.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
Talk it out. Tell your teenagers they have to agree to 5 rules to drive. No cell phones, no extra passengers, no speeding, no alcohol, and buckle up. Set the rules before they hit the road.
Hard-hitting traditional wrestling is coming to your living room this Wednesday night. Appalachian Mountain Wrestling, the professional wrestling program the entire family has been waiting to see. See the biggest stars from the Appalachians and beyond compete in the hottest half hour of television anywhere. Now available in prime time. Appalachian Mountain Wrestling, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. on Hometown 24.
These may cause drowsiness, so until you know how you will react to the medication, do not operate heavy machinery. Like your car.
Oh, totally.
There's more than one way to be under the influence.
It's the taste of fresh, straight from the Kentucky land. Flavors, teasing, satisfying. It's recipes passed down, each word an expression of love. It's the taste of new and experimental. Time with family, friends, and friends to be made. It's when you take that first bite of the unforgettable taste of Kentucky and you realize it's better in the bluegrass. Visit betterinthebluegrass.com.
Welcome back as Nick Miller was the player down for Knott County Central, and he gets up, and that's a good sign as Nick is walking it off here.
Got his bell rung a little bit. Think he's going to be all right. We remind you next week we'll be coming from Leslie County High School, first ever venture into Eagle territory, as they will host the Breathitt County Bobcats, these same Leslie County Eagles. We'll have it here on Hometown 24. It is our Bank of Heinemann game of the week next week, Leslie County and Breathitt County. Try for extra point coming up. Stubblefield will be in there to attempt the kick. He's 0 of 1, hit the upright the last time.
Leslie going to try to add to that score, 18-8.
And what do we got? Something stopped play. Offsides against Knott County Central. Well, half the distance to the goal, and they may end up going for 2 here. But
try a run and play.
No, they look like they're putting the tee back down again. Patriots in the neutral zone. Evidently, they lined up in the neutral zone. Snap back and a little high, and this one's fumbled as well, getting to the outside. And Eicher, will he get there? No, he will not. And so the try for extra point is no good. It looked like Stubblefield was running with it, trying to get it into the end zone. But Leslie County, the one thing they have not done well is extra points. It remains 18-8. The Patriots still in it with 4:43 to go in the third, and Knott County's got to keep their football.
Well, they've not had the football this high. If Leslie County getting the turnovers, doing the job on defense, Patriots just got to settle down and move the football and not turn it over to get back in this. So this is a crucial series for the Patriots right here. If they can take it down, they're back in this game with a shot. And the Eagles can hold them, and the way they're driving the ball, it could be a long night. So
2-score game now. As the Patriots will take the kickoff for 43 to go, third quarter. Leslie County scoring a couple of touchdowns after back-to-back turnovers. And so they have 12 points off turnovers, and that's the lead in the game.
You know, you're in a tight game, you get a turnover, it usually comes back to lay a hit on you, and it has. So you got to work past it. You got to forget it and play the next play.
Here's a kick. Low and hits and will be picked up by Whitaker, and he is cracked down hard at the 20-yard line. That actually was Ethan Combs, number 10, returning the football. So Combs is cracked down at the 20-yard line. Patriots will have it. 1st and 10 from there.
Johnson Central leading Harlan County 26-0 there, Harold.
Slowly but surely getting worse, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a tough matchup for anybody. Johnson Central huge on the lines.
Patriots need to start and sustain a drive to get back in this football game.
Yeah, I think this is a crucial drive for them. They need to move the football and put some points on the board, and you can't afford another turnover here.
Kaiser Sloan goes back to pass. Got all day. Now runs out of there, and now will tuck it and go with it. And he got a couple of yards before he is knocked down.
Eagles tighten that defense in the secondary, and Hospice was really took off, was going long and really got out of the throw-in area for him, Harold, especially him on the run. So Hospice needs to set himself and help be a target here for the Patriots.
Patriots slow getting that play in.
3:48, third period.
Second down.
Friday Night Lights from Knott County Central. Welcome all the Leslie County people tuning in tonight.
Boy, Knott County is very slow getting this play off, and I'm really surprised they didn't get a delay of game. Here's a pass complete and dropped. Smith dropped it, and that would have been a first down.
You know, Smith has played well, Harold. He's played hard. He's just not been able to follow through on the plays. I thought the pass that he dropped in the end zone in the first quarter was huge. He seemed like he's just not been able to bring the other two that was thrown at him in, but you got to have fight and you got to stay in there.
That one was right in his hands, right in the bread basket. No one around him. It was good for a first down, and he dropped it, and it's going to bring up third down. So the Patriots in need of a big third down play here to keep this drive alive. They'll send three wideouts to the right. Smith, lone setback to the left. And Kaiser Sloan back to pass, fires it long. Got Smith out there, and that's an interference call against Leslie County. So the Patriots are going to get that first down as pass interference against number 3, Wyatt Ostrander. How do you pronounce that name?
Ostrander. You're right, Ostrander.
And it'll be first down Patriot.
He's a sophomore and young player for the Eagles.
Patriots have the football out close to the 40-yard line, first down.
He has good speed.
Going for Smith out there, and Smith is a tough cover. He, along with Hoff, is a tough cover for anybody because of their size. And the Patriots get a big, much-needed first down. Back to pass, Kaiser again. And he gets it out to Peyton Sloan, and he is thrown down for a loss of a couple of yards.
Screen a little jump there. Hope we get that fixed for you shortly. On this cold night. 18-8, Leslie County with a lead, 2:50 on the clock here in the third.
Little interference along the lines. We'll get that cleared up for you as soon as we can. 18-8, 2:41 to go. There we go. Second down and 13. Patriots in need of a big play here. 2.5 to go. Bad snap, but Kaiser Sloan comes up with it and fires it, and it's caught by Smith, and he dropped it, and now intercepted. And let's see what they are saying. One referee is saying it's a completed catch.
I don't know
and he was down. I don't know. Referee said it was a good catch, and he was down. And another referee saying, wait a minute, maybe not. So we got a discussion of referees here. Leslie County pointing their way, Knott County Central pointing their way. The referee clearly said the ball was caught and the runner and the guy was down, but I don't believe that. I think it should be an interception just between me and you, but we'll wait and see.
Yeah, I thought he went up. He was bringing the ball down and hit part of his body or whatever, and it come out.
And right now, the referees are discussing it, and no matter which way Eddie Browning turns and says this is not going to be, somebody's not going to be happy. Inadvertent whistle, and they're bringing it back and playing the down over.
That's one way of getting out of it, I guess.
I think you're right.
I mean,
And they're marking it all the way back to the 15-yard line. What is the penalty? It may be a penalty on the sideline. Now, they picked the ball back up, and this thing has suddenly gotten very confusing.
We just
ball is brought back out. Now it's going to be placed back at the line of scrimmage.
We just lost 30 seconds in this ball game.
That's 30 seconds of our life we will never get back. And I'm still confused. Evidently, they said inadvertent whistle, play the down over.
Yeah.
And they bring it back, put it at the line of scrimmage, 39-yard line, 2nd down and 11 for the Patriots. Boy, we have seen some of the strangest things in this year of COVID-19. There's a fumble in the backfield, and Combs falls on it. They were trying to run a reverse and actually had it set up pretty good, but you got to hang on to the football. 3rd down coming up.
Little timing and direction there. I like the call, to be honest with you. I thought it was a good call.
I believe I'd run Hoffus or Smith down to the 1st down line and throw it up to him and hope for the best.
Take a chance.
3rd down and long. 3rd and 17, ball on the 33. And this has been a quarter to forget if you're a Patriot fan.
2 turnovers so far, so that one would have been very bad for him if that went through.
Strong fires. He got his man through the hands of Combs and incomplete. And that was probably Ethan Combs, and that was probably the best thrown ball he's thrown all night.
Nice thrown ball. It was there.
And it's 4th down coming up.
They have to
and
punt
boy,
this
the
away.
Patriots receivers have not done their quarterback any favors in this one.
No, they've missed some opportunities. It's been right in the hands, and they got to hold on to the football. They got to play tough, and you've got to make those plays.
4th down, Patriots are going to have to punt the football away. And the one name that we have not called very much all night long, and there's a bad snap. Whitaker picks it up, kicks it. It is blocked. And picking it up is Leslie County, and ball still loose. And the Eagles will have it at the 11-yard line. Everything that could go wrong has gone wrong in this quarter for Knott County.
And there, Harold, is another situation where reps practice and and stuff, and
boy, if you brought a call,
yeah,
you watch the first half of this game, and then you take the 3rd quarter and burn it.
Yeah.
Because it's over and there ain't a whole lot you can do about it.
And, Coach Melton, some things he's got out of this game, extra point tries and the little things.
Here's a handoff and sweeping to the left and cracked down. Probably no gain at all on that play. And it'll be 2nd down for the Eagles.
This is a big series for the Patriots.
They've got to hold them here.
Yeah.
If they give up a touchdown here, and it's going to be a long 4th quarter.
Yeah, it is.
Final 40 seconds of the 3rd quarter, clock running. And they'll hand it off to Stubblefield, and Stubblefield is down at the 8. Tackle by Blake Whitaker, number 6 for the Patriots. And we got a holding penalty against Leslie County. And that's going to bring it back outside the 20. to the 23-yard line, and with 27 seconds to go, it's going to bring up second down and about 15.
Looks like Prairie Central leading 32-24, Harold, in the ball game, and Greenup County has passed up the Bobcats 13-7.
Greenup County, pretty good football team.
Yeah. Yep.
Big old team from over there. Down on the river where my brother Greg camping this weekend is about a half a mile from Greenup County High School. Back to pass, Parker rolling, stopping, hit, down he goes. Tackle for a loss and the sack back outside the 25 to the 29-yard line. And boy, a drive that started out with so much promise for Leslie County has suddenly gone to the hopper. And the third quarter comes to an end. We've played 3 in Hindman with a score, Leslie County 18, Knott County Central 8. We'll be back. Fourth quarter is just ahead. And the Bank of Hyman Game of the Week live on Hometown 24.
Thacker Grigsby is constantly working to bring the latest technologies home. Home, where we live and work in this community. A place we want to see grow and prosper. Thacker Grigsby is committed to a Fiber to the Home project, which will bring every home and business in our service area fiber within a 5-year period. We're halfway there, but we won't stop until we reach our goal. And that's a big deal. We're committed to serving you and our community.
For 100 years, we have educated some of the brightest and best leaders of our region. At Alice Lloyd College, we stand for
work ethic,
quality,
affordability,
leadership.
Alice Lloyd College.
Stay close, go far.
Want to know more about Alice Lloyd College? Call us toll-free or visit us online at alc.edu.
And our good friends over at Alice Lloyd, it's good to see them on their sponsorship, Harold.
Oh, yeah.
Good school over there.
We'll be over that way a few times this winter.
Oh, yeah. President Step. We have to put up with Scott Cornett. That's tough. But we can stand John. But Scott's kind of tough, ain't he?
Tough man.
He's a tough Leslie County
man.
Leslie
County.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is. Good feller, old Scott.
And yeah, you know, and talking about the interconnecting of Knott and Leslie County, Knott County Central principal was a heck of a basketball player.
He was.
At Leslie County, Bobby Pollard.
But he's all blue now.
Yeah. You guys forget him over in Leslie County. We got him over here
Larry,
now.
you're listening to me, Larry Sparks, Coach Sparks. Now, Pollard is all blue. When you see him, ask him.
We start the fourth quarter, and back to passes Parker under a heavy duress. He'll fire it long, and hit is caught. Touchdown. And Kent Dameron had that go over his fingertips. He didn't get the depth needed as Leslie County scores the first play of the fourth quarter.
Caldwell, Jacob, big catch there. He'll remember, 24-8. Patriots fourth quarter here. You can't drop your head. You got to get picked back up and try to get the ball down and try to get a score. And Leslie, a nice drive down, nice pass, and 6 more on the board with an extra point coming up.
24-8. Let's see how the extra point goes. Stubblefield to try again. Kick is up. This one looks good, and he is good. And so Leslie County, all Eagles in the second half. It is 25-8.
Turnovers have really hurt the Patriots, and Leslie has made them pay when they made the turnovers. So you got to keep those turnovers down.
Boy, really inexcusable to let that pass be completed there.
Got to stay focused. You got to get tough and get mean down the
and
stretch
with
here.
11:52 to go and down 25-8, Knott County has to get a couple of touchdowns and a couple of 2-point conversions, and even that wouldn't be enough right now.
Yeah, that last score really hurt the Patriots. The Eagles sitting pretty good right now, and the Patriots has got to get a score, Harold, and a quick turnover. And a
As
score.
we look ahead to next week, we got Leslie County, Breathitt County playing at Hyden.
Be a good football game at Hyden.
I was getting ready to ask you, you have seen Breathitt County. Now you have seen this Leslie County Eagle team. What do you look for to next week, and what does Leslie County got to do? Although Breathitt County tonight right now is behind Greenup County 13-7 at the half. So
I think you'll see a good football game next Friday night. I really do. Leslie County is you played Middlesboro 13-7. Middlesboro's a pretty good football team.
Here's a ball, and did Leslie County get it? Eagles coaching staff say they do. And it will belong to Leslie County. And, boy, another turnover for Knott County.
You know, you play 2 quarters and you come out and nothing goes right for you. You just have to finish the game hard as you can and keep playing, you know.
Well, you commit the absolute worst thing you can do when you're playing on a field as sloppy as the one we're looking at right now. And that ball's on the ground. You can't try to pick it up. It's like trying to catch a greased pig, you know.
You got to get on it.
You got to fall on it
yeah.
and let's start our drive from here. But that's not what happened, and Leslie County is showing to be the much the better team right now.
A tale of 2 different teams.
And running with it and taken down in Stubblefield. Tackle by Combs. And a loss of a couple of yards on the play there. While Knott County has only played 1 game, as we were told, compared to their 4 games, you still do not make penalties. Make mistakes like that. You can't turn the football over. I don't care if you played 1 game or 21.
Yeah.
You just cannot turn the football over. If you do, you're going to lose. There's a handoff in the backfield. And Asher gets to the outside. Hoffus will grab him and bring him to the turf. Flight comes in. That's probably a face mask. And as you said earlier, physical conditions got to come into play here.
You've played 1 game and it's middle of October.
Yeah. Well, and I agree with that. Physical conditioning probably comes into play. But still, you're out there. You got to keep that mental focus.
When you get where you are your energy low, you're going to make some turnovers you don't normally make. But I know what you're talking about. You're talking that the turnovers they made.
And I appreciate you guys looking for,
Listen, Harold.
But bottom line is
we're going to take care of Knott and Leslie. We're going to take care of these kids now.
You can't turn the football over 3 straight times.
No,
and
you
win.
can't.
And that's just
not
flat,
in a close game starting the
flat
third
bottom
quarter.
line. If you leave the football on the ground, you're going to lose. Here's the running with it and getting to the outside. Asher gets away. Now comes back to the middle of the field, picking up some blockers here, and he's into the end zone.
Asher, a good effort there. Hard run.
Asher slow to get up, but I believe that's more from exhaustion than anything else. Nobody really laid a glove on him, and coming out, they will call for the coach to come out, but I really think he's taking him a little break right here.
He kind of landed on his side a little bit when he dove, so we'll see. Hope he's all right.
So Asher scores, and the beat goes on. If you're an Eagle fan, it's 31-8, and they will try for an extra point coming up. But right now, Asher on his back in the end zone. And I really didn't see him take a hard leg.
No, I think he got it when he dove up in the air and landed.
Maybe landed on the football.
Yeah,
you know.
You never know.
But at any rate.
Good effort by Asher to get in. Nice job.
Let's take a break while they check over the fallen Eagle, and we'll come back. You're watching Hometown 24.
Tired of worrying about the kids using too much data and overages on your bill? Well, the folks at Appalachian Wireless know that during our new normal, data and speed are necessities for communication in our daily lives. That's why they've created the Unlimited Plus plan. With 50 gigabytes of high-speed data. With Unlimited Plus, you get more data on the region's best network, and it starts at $90 a month for the first line. That's $10 a month more than our normal unlimited plan. For double the high-speed data, go into an Appalachian Wireless retail location or AppalachianWireless.com for more information on Unlimited Plus.
MAV TV, Motorsports Network. If it has an engine, it's on MAV TV. Catch all the action from the mudslinging Lucas Oil short course off-road races. The excitement of the Lucas Oil late model dirt series. Thousands of horsepower pulling tons of steel. Watch it all on the only network dedicated to motorsports. MAV TV, Motorsports Network.
You don't need dip to be a great player. You need dedication.
Asher is up and headed off to the sideline. Young man moving kind of slow. Maybe, like I said, he may have had the wind knocked out of him or a little bit, or maybe landed on the football. I didn't see him get hit really, you know. Once he broke the initial tackle and cut back inside, picked up a convoy of blockers, and he was in the end zone.
Yeah, he's had a good night tonight for Leslie County. Senior works hard, leads the team in effort. Been impressed with him on defense, too, when he's played. Extra points up, and it's good.
And look like they have righted their extra point problem.
Yes.
Prairie Central a winner. They have beaten Clay County.
Surprised me. That's the surprise of the night.
32-24 the final score.
I thought Clay, the way they've been playing, would take Prairie, but give a salute to the Commodores, Harold. Big win for the Commodores.
32-8. Now Leslie County about to win its second game of the year.
Johnson.
And more importantly, the second win in the district.
Right.
And they will close out the district part of their schedule next week against the Breathitt County Bobcats.
33-2, Johnson Central over Harlan County. Looks like Harlan gets a safety.
Either that or some other way they've scored 2 points that I don't know about.
Either way, they put a basketball go out on the field and somebody made one.
That's exactly right. Some way that we don't know that they could score, but at any rate, they have dented the scoreboard in Harlan. Harlan Independent, another school that has been hit hard by the COVID-19, a team a school that has lost several games. One of them, wasn't they supposed to play Knott County? That was one of the games.
Yeah, that was one of the games that.
There's another kickoff and another turnover.
I tell you, that makes it tough. The fourth turnover. The Patriots
and
have only
Leslie
run.
County will get it back with 10:39 to go.
I think they've only run 6 plays in this half, the Patriots. So
well, you got to hang on to the ball to run plays.
Evidently you do. Evidently.
38-yard line, Leslie County will have it again. And now I'm sure you'll see Coach Milton keep this thing on the ground, keep the clock running, and get on out of here and begin preparation for Breathitt County
I tell you,
next
Coach
week.
Hall, I thought had his kids ready to go in the first half, Harold, and I thought they did some good things, but I'm telling you, a meltdown in the second half.
And you wonder, what could have, there's a shooting the gap and taking down, that's Nick Miller on the tackle. You wonder what could have caused such a drastic meltdown. Because they got the kick to start the second half and was driving the football down to extend the lead.
The interception just turned the game completely. A 180 turn.
Sure was. And Leslie County, to their credit, have certainly taken advantage of their opportunities. And they have another one here outside the 40 to the 42 where it's going to be second down and 14. Handoff and taken down. Running with the football for Leslie County.
Campbell with a tackle for the Patriots. And it'd be third down and about 13.
Not a whole lot of progress on that play. Picked up a yard, 3rd and 13. For the most part, Knott County, their defense has not been bad.
No,
they really hadn't. They just put themselves on the field way too much here in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely.
Third down. Parker back to pass. Fires it long, incomplete. That was overthrown by about 5 yards, so it's going to bring up fourth down. And Leslie County will probably kick this football away. Eagles' lone win this season was over Morgan County, a team that Knott County will play later. Patriots were scheduled to play Morgan County last week, but Morgan County on their way to Knott County was the superintendent called and told the coach to turn the bus around and bring them home, and that's what they did. Fourth down, and here comes the punt off the side of the foot. It takes a Eagle bounce and falling on by the Patriots, Jordan Joseph, and Knott County will have it right there. I saw a little bit, we were talking a little bit about some of the basketball games that are coming up in the year. Breathitt County is hosting a 2 or 3 events in December. Coach John Noble really looked like he is putting together a pretty good tournament and one-day affair at Jackson.
Yeah, Coach Noble, down at Breathitt, seemed like here in the last really 2 or 3 years, they've had a lot of tournaments there too. I've noticed that.
He's had the one-day event to honor the former coach that was killed.
Yeah,
and
Coach Moore,
and he has this year, I think, a invitational tournament between Christmas and New Year's, I believe, is when it is. So he told me he would be getting some of the schedules out and pairings out coming up pretty soon.
Yeah.
So we look forward to that, as we will be putting together what we hope is a very, very good schedule for the people at home, as we will have several games this year on Hometown 24. And Breathitt County, always one of our favorite places to go. They treat us so good down there.
Game, absolutely. And look forward to seeing all of them. Good sports fans down Jackson. You go down there, you'll see a lot of the same guys and people down there and ladies who come to a lot of basketball games.
They're going to have a one-day deal, I think, down there where they recognize a couple of their former state tournament teams. And one I know that Earl Stevens was on will be honored. We would certainly like to try to get down there for that, because he is one of our favorite people.
And we'll have to get him on, because
one of our favorite people. Here's a pass out, and that is incomplete. Hits the ground. Hoffus unable to get his hands under it, and second down coming up. But we look to put together a very competitive schedule, something that we hope that people will enjoy.
I've not had a chance to look this up yet. Maybe somebody will text it in for us. The girls' region and the boys' region this year. Have you heard
where they will be played?
Where they will be played.
Well, I know the boys will not be at Knott County.
We know
and the
that.
Girls will not be at Whitesburg.
Yeah, we know that. But where are they going? So Coach Honeycutt, give us a text. You or Coach King, you're all one of you listed, and let us know.
Back to pass. Sloan lobs it up the middle, and it is knocked down, but that's going to be pass interference. As getting there just a little bit early was number 3, Wyatt. And he, I think he got to just a fraction early, though, not a whole lot. But it was pass interference. That's about the third pass interference penalty against Leslie County.
Seemed like in this football game, Harold, the third quarter turnovers just turned their game completely around. Leslie County taking advantage of them and putting points on the board.
This was a pretty well-played football game first half. It
was.
Really was, and certainly not indicative of the score right now at 32-8. Knott County actually led at the half 8-6. Sloan gets it out and ahead across the 35 to the 36. First down play for the Patriots. That was Smith who took in the pass.
Harold, the boys' region will be at Breathitt County this year, and the girls' region at Perry County.
I knew that.
No, okay.
I just didn't know whether you knew it.
I did not know it. I haven't had time to look it up. But I did know it wouldn't be back at Knott, not next year, or be back at Whitesburg next year. But I'll have to say this.
The 53rd district had the boys' regional tournament this year. That means the 54th would have it next year, and that would be Perry Central.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. All schools has been doing a good job of putting the tournaments on, and it's a lot of fun at regional tournament time.
Back to pass. Sloan dropped the football, picked up and fallen on, and the Patriots will keep the football at the 30-yard line. So the boys would be at Breathitt.
Boys will be at Farcio Woods Coliseum.
And the girls will be
John C. Combs Arena. Yeah.
So that's always good places to go.
It is. It's very good places for basketball.
Boys at, we were informed that somebody had just said boys at Perry, girls at Leslie.
That is the following year.
Oh, that's the following year. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we may not be alive in 2 years.
Oh, well, let's hope so.
COVID-19 may get snatched us off.
Go,
back to pass. Sloan. Down goes Sloan back at the 21. And right now, Knott County offensive line not doing their quarterback a whole lot of favors, are they?
No, that was easy. Heads are dropped down, and when heads drop down, the effort's just not there, so.
You know, you talked and you mentioned at halftime that Knott County had played hard through their first two game at that point game and a half. Well, in the second half here tonight, and sometimes it's hard to keep a young team's heads up when you turn it over like they have.
You get turnovers and things go the other route on you. It just keeps building and it makes it tough. So, but. You know, Coach Hall's got something to, talk to the guys about, stuff to work on. And
new punter in there for the Patriots, and he'll punt it away. It hit at the 50-yard line and bounced down to the 46. And Leslie Eagles will take over there. First down and 10, 5:40 remaining, and the Eagles comfortably in front in this one. So this very well could, I started to say give them a leg up as far as a home playoff game would be, but they lost to Middlesboro, and Middlesboro could run the table and get that number 2 seed right now and a home field advantage in the playoff. But first you got to make the playoffs, and with this win, Leslie County has clinched at least that part of it.
Yes, they have. Knott will have to beat Morgan. Well, the winner of that game will be the 4th spot, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's pretty good indication. Yeah, you're right. Because it looks like Breathitt County and Middlesboro and now Leslie County has joined the postseason play with this win tonight. This was a big win, would have been a big win for Knott County.
Oh, absolutely.
To get a win in the district and then have an opportunity to play Morgan County and to increase your seeding.
Right.
But they're going to have to wait for another day at least just to make the playoffs. Parker turns and hands it off, and that is the Stubblefield carrying the football.
Combs with a tackle for Knott County.
No, number 21 for Leslie County. That is Tyler Osborne carrying the football, a junior. Getting some reps in here tonight as Coach Milton getting a lot of kids out there on the field now.
Yeah. Big night, though, for our player of the game, Trent Asher. Ran the ball extremely well, and he will be our Alice Lloyd College player of the game.
Sweeping with the football and now knocking down another new running back, Dalton Baker, in there carrying it for the first time tonight. And that's going to bring up 4th down as Leslie County content to grind it out and to keep that clock running. So our Alice Lloyd College player of the game in tonight's Bank of Hyman game of the week will be none other than Trent Asher of Leslie County. I tell you right now, you could say some good things about Stubblefield. You could say some good things about the quarterback as well. They have played pretty well, but Trent Asher has definitely been by far the player of the game, I would say.
Yeah, Leslie County just outplaying the Patriots second half. But Harold, to be honest with you, I thought the Patriots the first half won the first half.
Yeah. Without question.
You have these two halves, and
you got to play both of them.
Yeah, you got to play both of them, and the Eagles won the second half.
That was a delay game penalty against Leslie County there, so it'll bring up 4th down and 10 yards to go. And they'll punt hit away with 3:18 to go, and the Patriots will get one more opportunity to try to put some points on the board. Here's the kick. And that hit a Patriot player, finally picked up by Miller, and he gets it ahead to the 30-yard line. Number
first and 10.
Dawson Stamper, number 84, was down there, had his back turned. Ball bounced off him, and alertly Nick Miller picked it up, or that would have been another turnover.
Yeah. First and 10 for the Patriots. 3:07 to go, 32-8 here at the Gene T. Watts Field. Friday night football on the Bank of Hyman game of the week. Johnson Central going to be a winner tonight. Looks like Prairies already got a big win, 32-24 over
That's
Clay.
a big district win for Prairie.
That is the big game tonight. So congratulations, Commodores, on a good win. Pikeville leading over Hazard and Belfry.
You got some tough teams in that district. You got Johnson Central. You got Letchard Central. You got Harlan. You got Clay. I tell you, it's tough to make that.
Cougar's been playing well this season, too.
There's a sweep, and carrying the ball is Combs trying to get to the outside, lowers his head, and got forward for a pickup of about 9 yards.
A lot of white tops out on the field for the Eagles as
getting a lot of new
Coach
players
Melton
into the game.
trying to give some reps to his younger kids, and that's what you got to do.
Next week, we will, the game of the week will originate from Leslie County High School. It'll be Leslie and Breathitt district matchup. David and I will be along to bring that game to you. It'll be the Baker Hyman game of the week. There's a pass intended for Combs, and he dropped that. Little screen trying to be set up to the slot receiver there, Combs.
Second down. On the flag, it should be third down. There you go. They change it, and it's 3rd and 1 as Patriots need to get this 1 yard line, try to drive and get something out of the second half. Try to get a score. You got a couple minutes. Try to get some more points on the scoreboard.
2:15 to go, 3rd down, and a yard to go for a first down. Patriots need to pick up this first down. Send Combs in motion, and what do we got? Offside against Leslie County. Evidently somebody's lined up in the neutral zone.
Had to. I didn't see anybody move. So Georgia, Alabama, Kentucky, Tennessee. 2 good football games on tap tomorrow. Kentucky's 12.
I doubt if I get out of the recliner tomorrow. What about you?
I'd say no, there's no way they're
I
going to
can
let
see
me
after these late Friday night football games, it's usually a sleep-in Saturday morning for me. There's a bad snap. Sloan's going to have to go back and fall on it at the 25-yard line. And the clock will start, and the Patriots will have it 2nd down. But this time they will need a long way for a first down. But start watching football at 12 noon.
12 noon tomorrow.
Yeah, get your little coffee drunk early and get the football season started at 12 noon. What time does Kentucky and Tennessee play
12 noon.
12 noon.
12 noon. And
that means we can be heartbroken by 4 o'clock or headed out to dinner in a celebrity in a great mood, right?
What, Harold, I really don't have a lot of confidence in them when they go play the Volunteers. I really don't. I mean, they've just not played well against them.
I agree. You know, but hope springs eternal. You know.
Yeah, it's a new year, so you
Timeout, Knott County Central. Minute 19 to go. Brock Hall coming out and will try to come up with a play that will get him about 40 yards. But anyway, you're right. And what time does the Georgia?
I think
that's probably 7:30 prime time.
CBS
8 o'clock prime time on ESPN, I'd imagine.
It's on ABC2, or Josh going to let us know here.
CBS. So that is the CBS game of the week. So a lot of good football, and we do understand there have been a couple of changes in Kentucky's schedule. They were originally supposed to play Georgia next week. They have flip-flopped that game. They'll play Missouri instead and have Georgia coming to Commonwealth on Halloween.
Oh, my.
So trick or treat on Halloween. We get Georgia.
Absolutely.
Here's a screen pass over to Hoffus, headed upfield. He got about 15 out across the 35. Something made the fans happy, didn't they?
The fans is
Leslie County fans celebrating a little bit.
Somebody got a big tackle, maybe their first one.
Not a whole lot of fans are allowed into these things. But do you own the school? work for the school. What is it? How many are allowed in?
Well, I don't know exactly, but I know they try to accommodate.
I know
the
they wouldn't allow-
parents. I think it's 4 tickets per player.
I know they don't allow you and I there.
No.
But we're not emergency personnel. Here's a handoff, and sweeping with it is Miller, and Miller will not get a first down, but he'll get all the way out to midfield, and here comes a flag with 20 seconds.
Got time for maybe one more play, close enough for a long throw.
Well,
Could be face mask. I'm not sure. I've not seen the signal, but Mr. Eddie Browning getting ready to do that.
That would have had to have been a flagrant, some kind of flagrant infraction to call with 18 seconds to go in the 32-18 game, when 32-8 game.
Absolutely.
Targeting against Leslie County. Well, evidently that is serious. I didn't see it really, but it's going to be a first down inside the 40 and down to the 36.
I want to thank Bank of Hyman for their game of the week, and Mark Collett over at Leslie County Harold, and Mr. Pollard at Knott County Central.
You better
Miss King.
You better say something about your athletic. There's a pass drop by Hoppers
and Kevin Knott Trent.
Yeah, you
always
better say something about the athletic director over there now.
We
you
don't
get in
want to
trouble.
leave him out.
No. Hoppers kicked the football. I don't know if they called a penalty for that or not. Evidently not. 12 seconds remaining. Football at the 35-yard line. We appreciate all the people that listen and watch.
Oh, absolutely. Had a crowd tonight.
Certainly hope you enjoyed it. We had a tremendous first half football, and then Knott County kind of self-destructed in the second half, and Leslie County, to their credit, certainly took care of every opportunity that they had.
Absolutely.
And will leave Hyman with a win. Sloan to pass. Got his man wide open. Smith touchdown. So the Patriots will score, and the clock will stop at 6 seconds. And Knott County will tack on by the way, touchdown to make it 32-14.
Yeah, I thought Leslie really took advantage of the turnovers, punched it in, got their points, played their defense, played the second half they wanted to play. Patriots, good first half, had the lead 8-6 at halftime, but turnover after turnover, 4 turnovers in the second half, and that was a big key that Leslie
Oddly enough, we probably jinxed everybody. We talked about no turnovers at halftime in our Man Toyota halftime show, the fact that there had been no turnovers in the game, but that got certainly dissolved in a hurry, didn't it?
It did. But
try for 2 coming up, and with 6 seconds to go, we'll have the try and then the extra point. There's a handoff, and it is Whitaker, and he didn't get in. Went heavy with the package, and Whitaker couldn't get in, and so the Patriots will kick off, and this one will come to an end, 32-14. The score, as Brock Hall will lose his first game as a Patriot head coach. His record will go to 1-1, and the team will be 1-1. And for Leslie County, they will be 2-3 on the season. Any updates on the Greenup County game?
No, it's in the fourth quarter, though. We'll try to get something on it.
Greenup County continuing to lead. Last we checked, it was 13-7, but Breathitt has taken the lead 14-13. So a good one down in on the Creek Bank in Jackson, right?
Well, they've been some good football games down there, no question about it. A lot of good games over in Hyden, too, back in the day.
I remember one time, and I don't know, probably the oldest of Leslie County fans will remember this. when Tim Couch was playing, I believe he was a junior maybe, they traveled all the way to Hopkinsville to play Christian County a football game on a Saturday afternoon. And Junior Davidson and myself traveled all the way to Hopkinsville. And let me tell you, that's a 3-day road trip right there. And we went down there and broadcast that game for the local radio station. And that Tim Couch was, maybe he was a senior that year. It was, I know it was, there was an onside kick, and Knott County may have gotten on that thing. The question is, did it go 10 yards? The clock is run out.
Yep, that's going to do it.
And that will do it.
Yep.
Final score, Knott County Central losing tonight in Hindman to Leslie County 32-14. The Eagles now with their second win in the district, 2-1 in district play, while Knott County Central goes to 0-1, 1-1 on the season. Next week we will be in Hyden in Leslie County for the Eagles and Breathitt County Bobcat District matchup. David and I will be there for that. Trent Asher of Leslie County, our Alice Lloyd College Player of the Game, and the Bank of Hyman Game of the Week winner, Leslie County 32-14. Until next week, have yourself a great week. Stay safe out there, everyone, and go Cats. We'll see you in a week.